that we could be in love, lighting up the dark. But there's nothing I can do, I can never get to you. So I'm looking for a miracle, like if somebody be so beautiful, yeah. It's only a dream, it's how I feel, that you deserve better.
Chat. Very good morning. Very good morning. What is up? 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 NL ठीक है. Let's go PRX. Yup. आज मजा आएगा प्रीमी वर्सेस समथिंग देखने में. सुनो, प्रीमी है गोट, लेकिन आज PRX यार प्लीज. हाँ है कि नहीं भाई? क्या लोअर ब्रैकेट रन मारा है बे, सबको मार के आगे. हेलो जी आउट. जी थर्ड पे आ गया है, लंदन क्वालिफाई हो गया है. लाला हैदलूज पोल डाल रहा हूँ. आगे मैं नौकरी जाके. बंक्स भाई व्हाट इज अप, वुड लव टू सी यू इन एसेट.
Ngày xưa ở nơi sông nước ôm lấy đất trời phương Nam.
हेलो बंक्स भाई हेलो. मैं ऑटो पे कैंसिल किया था, ये कैसे रिन्यू हो गया? ना करो यार, अपग्रेड करो ना ऐसे तो. और ऑटो पे ऑटो हो रहा है तो फिर अपग्रेड करके देखो. क्या आज थंबनेल एडिटर को ज्यादा पैसे दिए हैं? फाइनल है ना? हाँ फाइनल्स बोलते यार. मैं जी क्यों डाल रहा हूँ? भाई ये लोग का वॉल्यूम कम क्यों है बे?
Họ đã đi qua những trận chiến không thể quay đầu và vươn lên từ những lần ngã xuống.
Cheers everybody, cheers.
Happy about the result. We played really well together as a team and individually we were playing well as well, so that's why it was 3-0.
बंदा हर्ष भाई जैसे वियतनाम क्यों गए? अरे मेरे कच्चे में छेद हो गया था यार.
End up winning the whole stage.
And this crowd are amazing. Yeah, I'm really happy that they
आज भी
cheer for
वही
us.
पहना.
The best team in Pacific. PRX.
जी फाइटिंग. कल जी जीता ऑब्वियसली भाई. हम लोग जीत के लंदन गए. अभी ये लोग खेल रहे हैं. ये लोग क्या है,
เป็นเกมที่ก็ยากอยู่ครับ
ये लोग को बहुत टाइम लगता है आने में.
แต่ชนะได้
एक दिन बाद आएंगे ये
We
लोग.
won, even though it's a bittersweet win because it's against Frost. Feels amazing to be on stage in front of the Vietnamese crowd.
मिनिमम 3 एज देखने मिलेगा आज.
ทำให้เรามีกำลังใจมากขึ้นแล้วก็มีแรงที่จะเล่นครับ
भाई सोचो बे, अगर आज
This trophy
FS
to
जीता,
be added to our
हाँ?
collection.
प्रीमी के स्टॉन्ग्स एकदम ऊपर. हाँ
I just trust my teammate 100%.
Guys, we're PRX, of course we're gonna win.
लेकिन PRX में प्रॉब्लम ये है कि PRX में 5 प्रीमी है बे.
Hope the
5
first time we play them, we'll beat them. I think if we mix and match well,
कोई
we should
भी
be a
मारता
better
है.
version of PRX.
Winning the whole thing means that you are the best team in the region. We've done that before, and I think it's possible to do it again.
पीरे संग.
It means everything. It shows the amount of passion, sweat, and tears that we've been through for the past
लंदन
many
टोटल
years.
कितने
trying to
टीम्स
prove
क्वालिफाई
ourselves.
करेगा हर
So
रीजन से?
I'll be glad
3.
if we get to lift the trophy.
स्कोर बोलो. 3-1 3-1
Chỉ một đội tuyển duy nhất được khắc tên mình vào
3-1
trận
PRX
cuối của
3-1.
và giành
एक
lấy
गेम
vinh
तो
quang
खून जलाएंगे ये
thuộc
लोग.
về
देखो
riêng mình.
एलेक्स भाई को इतना इजी विन नहीं मिलने वाला है. एक गेम तो ये लोग जलाएंगे मेरे हिसाब से. तेजन का ट्रॉफी मास्टर से अच्छा दिखता है. लेट्स गो बॉयज. भाई मेरा मोन्टाज डालने के लिए भी वो लोग पूछ रहे थे. मैं बोला अभी नहीं, शर्म आ रहा है. वरना मेरा मोन्टाज आने वाला था इधर, एस वाला. है ना बे स्टेज. बोलो कैमरा उस तरफ क्या है, उस तरफ क्या है? कल रात का एम बोल गया लैंग्वेज। माउस डीपीआई किस बेसिस पे सेट करो? माउस जाने में जितना तुम कंफर्टेबल हो। 800-1600 डीपीआई बेस्ट है। बाइक चाहिए बे, गालो डीजे पार्टी। हाँ नाचो। जी का है, जीजी हो गया क्या? हैशटैग ट्रिप पे लंदन पहुंच गया, टेंशन नहीं है। एडब्ल्यूसी क्वालिफायर्स के लिए लंदन पहुंच गया, टेंशन नहीं है लाला। भाई बेबे का आना तो फैन फेवरेट PRX ऑब्वियसली यार। कितने साल से बे हो, कितने साल से कितना कंसिस्टेंट और कितना फुल भी जलाते हैं। लेकिन ये लोग का मेहनत बहुत क्रेजी है फुल सेंस का। दिखाऊं नहीं, दिखाऊं मैं तो चैट ने रोक दिया वरना। भाई सारे सोचो बे, सारे क्यूटू चुटकुल लोग बे। क्या वाइब होता रहेगा था चैट 18-19-20 में। वो एज में ऐसा स्टेज, इतना ऑडियंस, इतना फैन फॉलोइंग। अरे बिंग्स भाई, इन लोगों को किलोआ का खौफ बता दो थोड़ा। ये एफएस को अंडर एस्टिमेट कर रहे हैं। नहीं, अंडर एस्टिमेट मत करो, PRX जीतने वाला है। क्या ही प्रेशर होता रहेगा। हाँ दैट इज ट्रू। सोचो चैट, इनवी का पहला साल है ये, पहला साल। बेस्ट ऑफ 5 है। यस सर। औरा और सेकंड किधर है? लास्ट में आएगा क्या? ये कब से होने लग गया? हेलो रॉबर्ट डांस कर रहा है। The goat of goaters, Lala. भाई वाइब क्या बे? देखो क्यूट को देखो। Hey guys. Hey. अपना पोस्टर ये सब करके जोड़ दिया। लैंग्वेज भाई, एक एलेक्स डांस हो जाए प्लीज, प्लीज एक डांस हो जाए यार। एक दवाई जैसे एक डांस होता मजा आता था। क्वालिटी बढ़ाओ बंक्स भाई, कम लग रहा है। कहाँ से? 1080 हेयरकट तो था दवाई का Dagger by plus 10,000 क्या बोला
Here we go! VCT Pacific
Let's
Stage
go!
1 Grand Final starts right now here in Ho Chi Minh. This is the first time these two teams are facing each other in Pacific
क्या लगता है
history.
सारे
And it's
जानवर
here
लोग हैं
in the
यार
Grand Finals. However, a lot of these players are very familiar with each other.
Yeah, they
अपन
know
जाके
each other
children's back
very,
वाले
very
note
well.
करेंगे एक्सिस
Can
भाई
PRX do it again? Lift another trophy
ये क्या
from
कैमरा
that
एंगल है
lower
लाला
bracket. This is when they're at their best. The crowd want to see them lift it. Can they do it once more?
Yeah, very clear who the favourites are here in
It's
Ho Chi
big.
Minh. The crowd is already chanting their name, and we haven't even gotten into the match yet. PRX now looking for their third Pacific
best
trophy.
mouse under 3K
That's right. And we were
2900
talking about regional representatives here. We had Autumn from Vietnam.
PRX
playing for
30
Global
नहीं चाहिए यार
Esports. But
30
Javon,
नहीं
we
चाहिए
gotta give him a
3-2
shout.
जो
He's
भी
been
होएगा
international.
FS जीता तो
He's
भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है
still
अच्छा
the
टीम ही है
only Malaysian to represent
जो
here
भी होएगा
in
3-2
VCT
करो
Pacific,
please
here in any VCT. I know he's flown in 40 of his friends
Yeah.
to watch him today. That's why he walked out with a little bit of swagger. We got content creators supporting his awkward guy. We got people who don't even watch Valorant. Normally, they're not Valorant content creators, and they're cheering for this guy because he's Malaysian, so it's a big
Yeah.
deal for the country.
क्या लगता है
Yeah,
कौन
I mean,
जीतेगा
no wonder this team has fans all across the
Realistically,
world. But on the flip side, it's the
एकदम
underdogs. It's full
सच वाला
sense
पूछेगा,
looking to
FS जीत
create
सकता
a wave, upset that big brother
FS
in
जीत
PRX,
सकता है
steal their game and do it better than them.
If there's a team that can beat
लेकिन दिल बोल रहा है
PRX, I mean,
PRX
everyone says it.
Yeah.
The way to do it is to meet them with aggression. And if there's a team with the talent and the inclination to do it, then it is full sense. They want to flip the narrative
True.
ever since 2022.
True.
I feel
True.
like PRX have kind
True.
of succeeded them, have kind of
Big
gone
Bash
further
storyline
in
मस्त है
Pacific,
ना पहले
in
NS versus
international
PRX
events.
first
That's
time
done, and
Masters
initially when
finals
Valorant
में
came out, I think full
अब
sense need
FS
to
versus
change that
PRX
narrative
first
here. They
time
need
finals
to win
में
this grand final because they don't have a
storyline
Pacific
ये है कि
trophy.
PRX को देखो
PRX
लाला
continue to fill up the cabinet with international and domestic trophies, and we need one for Thailand.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the
ये
best
देख के थोड़ा
version
बहुत
of
बुरा
this
जंजीर
full-time
लगता है
team
किधर
that
गायब
we've
हो गए
seen.
यार
They're looking razor sharp. They have not dropped a map in playoffs, people. That is not an easy feat, and they managed
ना
to pull it
एक
off
टाइम पे
so
PRX
smoothly
जिंजी और
to get to
DRX
this
ऐसे सब
grand
होता
final.
था
You know, a lot of teams in interviews leading into their match with PRX, it doesn't matter if it's group stages,
Alex
playoffs,
का
or
smile देखो बाद में
finals,
देखने
or
नहीं
around
मिलेगा
the world, they all say to beat PRX, we just need to be confident.
Well,
that is
well,
like the
well.
minimum bar you need. And then you need everything else because PRX is so damn talented. So I hope that's what Full
खेलने
Sense
दो
has
ना
today.
भाई
Full Sense are going to get it done though. It has to start on this first map.
PRX के
Coming
चैनल
through the
पर
upper
प्लेयर्स
bracket,
यूरोप
they will
गेम्स
take it
वाली
into
वीडियो
Pearl,
देखी
and we
उसके
are
बाद
going to
PRX
get
प्लेयर्स का
Jet
फैन हो
Phoenix
गया
mirror matchup with some differences in terms of the choice of
अपन इतने टाइम से फॉलो कर
Sentinel
रहे
there.
हैं
Cruz is going to be piloting the Vice, and
आज
then you
मैं
have to
मैगडी
buy on
नहीं
the Killjoy. Going to be a little bit easier to keep track of the map.
Yeah, keeping it simple.
Coach
Louis
camp
gonna
will be
locking
fun today
down
for
the
real.
middle
Yes,
map.
sir.
In this first half, they're clearly valuing that information.
GEELI ने
there, but
final में कल
ultimately
खेला
it's
ना
that
दो
Jet
बार थोड़ी
Phoenix that we
खेलेंगे कल
really
खेला
want to
फाइनल्स
look
और
out
क्या
for. That's where the high-powered fragging is.
I think this is the perfect opportunity to start to make your
Right,
wish
buddy.
come true,
ठीक
Morgan.
है
If we got the two jets in the sky doing anime style.
Let's go, don't
like,
be
राइट बडी
give it to
सबको
us.
right buddy चाहिए
I
बे।
think it's a possibility. We could see it like by round 5. Like someone's
इधर
gonna have
अपने
their
पास
own
right
thumb and
buddy
it'll
तो
be
भी डाल नहीं
fine.
सकते
But right now you can see the coaches are looking a little relaxed. At least Alex was, which is a little unusual.
हरम ज्यादा
Yeah,
सर्वर
I
गाफ
don't like it
मारता
when
है
he's relaxed. Lock in, buddy.
Look, Full Sense, they need a good start here. It is their map pick of Pearl. They've made their flawless
Perez,
playoff
let's
run
go.
through the upper bracket to earn that
मेरा ये हो
advantage.
गया
Now they
मेरे
need to
words.
use it.
All right, well, taking us through this, we've got Achilles and Paper Thin looking rather dashing in their jackets.
Can I have right buddy too
to get spruced up for. Here we are, another grand final. W
एकदम
Gaming versus W
sophisticated
Jimming
look
to see
भाई
who's going to come out on top to lift that trophy. I mean, we all saw the guns from Cruz. Let's see if the
भाई
guns are as
गर्मी बढ़
big
गया
in
क्या
the
आज
lobby, because they're going to have to be, given how PRX have been looking
Hey
this weekend.
Siri
No doubt. I mean, I think with full sense,
temperature
you feel like that firepower
near
absolutely
me.
should be there with what we've seen so far. The desk talked about it. It's been a flawless run for them here in the playoffs, and it's all on the back of Primi. He is absolutely outrageous right now, leading in every measurable category basically that we have, particularly for duelists. So he's going to be where kind of this full sense team usually stops and starts. Now that being said, there's players behind him who can absolutely frag out of control. Killua, Leviathan, Chip Boys, we know what they're capable of, but you're going up against a PRX that has been there, done that. They've won multiple Pacific trophies. This could be another.
Add another one into the cabinet. To get their very first. This is a big occasion for them. A best of 5 grand final in front of a packed sold-out crowd here in Ho Chi Minh City. The pressure certainly going to be pushed on them, but they have gotten, at least the majority of them, a little bit more of that exposure to the big stage last year in Tokyo. So hopefully don't see as many jitters. And I mean, given what we've seen so far, they seem to be relatively unaffected.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of credit, I've said this many times, that has to go to Cruz. The way that he's got them thinking. It's like, hey, let's get up there, let's have fun. Even when we're losing, let's laugh about it, let's have fun. So he's really found the right mindset for this Thai team. It's just, are you going to be able to keep that up here today when the pressure is at its greatest, when that first seed into London is on the line, something that's so coveted for getting those buys out of the group stages.
Welcome to Dehradun.
Have a little bit more time to think and plan for that event, and we'll just have to wait and see.
I mean, time to sit back, but also getting the win here, another championship points, and
then
it becomes even more and more important. Nongshim weren't able to make it this far, so now you have teams catching up to them, getting ready to surpass them as far as the points are concerned, and that can matter a hell of a lot depending on how stage 2 does shake out. But enough yapping about the what ifs and what could be's. Let's go ahead and get ready to dive into the action.
Let's go, guys!
Opening
second,
PRX from Full Sense trying to set themselves up for success. They take us over to Pearl. That has been a bit of a thorn in the side for PRX to see if they can start off this best of 5 grand final with a map win under their belt. Can they get it done? Can Primi continue to lead from that duelist role, continue to destroy? Because he has the toughest opponents that he has faced yet in PRX on the opposite side of the stage. So ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into this best of 5 grand final between Full Sense and PRX.
And believe it or not, the first time these two teams are meeting this year, obviously, some of the Full Sense players have had experience going back to their old Talon days, playing against PRX, but they haven't won, they haven't been able to best them. It's been an absolute thorn on their side. What a moment here for them to get over that hurdle, get over that hump. We saw Frost do it earlier in the playoffs. Now it's Cruz's turn to get a little bit of revenge for years past. Full Sense going to be starting on the attacker side for most of our maps here today. They are going to just be slowly contacting up towards A. I like the Killjoy here for PRX in terms of a stylistic change-up. While we got a second to talk about the differences in the comps, because I think one of the problems PRX has is that they're not always aware of their flanks. They're not always able to kind of control some of that space, and having this Killjoy there gives them a little bit more ability to make some smart reads, some smart rotations. Meanwhile, Cruz looking really, really nice on the Vice. We'll get to that on the defender side in particular.
Oh my God!
Gets it back for 1.
लेकिन इसके वजह से फेड का भी टाइमिंग होएगा insane.
Backside plant for Full Sense, and still this late linger flank from Killua just now working his way out of the spawn. Could absolutely give PRX fits.
फेड का टाइमिंग होएगा chat insane. लग गए PRX के.
That's what you're looking for. Flash not going to deny Primi.
No, it is not. Looking for a second. He's going to have it. They're going to be taken down. Something will be able to get rid of the enemy. Jet, Chip Boys answering back with 2 kills of his own, and that's going to be the opening pistol going the way of Full Sense.
Yeah, they're just really clean as usual. Doesn't seem to be any jitters there right now. Nice slow push through. PRX playing for mid, but Full Sense going to bypass a lot of that. The late lurk from Killua may not necessarily find much in the way of kills,
thank you so much for the membership.
Further damage done from PRX. This is a map that, you know, Full Sense kept picking, kept going into. They picked it into T1 again, even though they lost it the first time they played against them, and they ended up beating them the first team to do so. They take T1 down on this map. And they are really confident. Should be a really strong start for them, you would think. But
Jing, this is bold. Purple at the ready, but immediately going to be barrel stuffing, putting a kill. Indy going to be able to come away with a second. The trade up is going to be there for Full Sense in the end.
Bro, close था. Close था बे.
With the hot hands on the floor.
It's already tremendous damage done here for
इधर
PRX.
बंग. Oh shit, sorry.
You're going to force up a lot of buys.
ये लेवल लेव में
Now you've
कितने
got
खेल रहा
tough
है?
decisions to
Oh
make.
my god.
And the two buy-ups that PRX usually go for on these ecos, the Marshal and the Sheriff,
बे जीत
still
बॉयज
going
क्यों
to
खेल
be
रहे हैं बे
in
जब
play,
वो
but
लोग जीत
full
गए?
sense wisely. They just take their time, change
एक मेरे तरफ
directions.
से भी, एक मेरे तरफ से भी.
I have to give Cruz so much credit. He's done such a good job of reading his opponents, reading the timings on the maps, often getting his
I'm
players
back
into
as a
places
member.
where his opponents
Hello.
aren't. This time they're actually,
Shifting back into A.
yeah.
This could end up being a little bit more painful here.
क्वेश्चन PRX जब अनप्रेडिक्टेबल प्लेस बनाती है वो इन गेम कैसे मैनेज करते हैं, ब्लंडर ना हो एंड स्ट्रेटजी वर्कआउट कैसे करते हैं, उनको खुद नहीं मालूम, मैं कहां से आंसर करूं.
30 seconds
Contact is keeping it nice and quiet here is Divide. Holding a dugout, keeping a leg shot on the lawn, something for behind Kalua, the headshot with that Marshall. Triple does not go in deep enough. He'll not matter. Leviathan able to find himself a 4K in the round to get the 2-0
एक और गन
start,
गिर
but
सकता था.
it's a hell of a lot of blood
एक और
drawn
गन
by
गिर सकता था.
PRX.
Yeah, I mean, they're able to get so close to the front of that smoke at the
Heavy
beginning of the
damage
round and
दिया
do
बे.
a lot of damage. That's going to be a little bit annoying for Full Sense going into this bonus. With those right clicks to go on the classics. Enemy and Jing getting involved. Ran out of bullets, but long run. It's going to be Leviathan finding the 4K.
Enjoy
Getting
कर रहे
back
हैं?
all around. Still feeling okay about it. Shotgun, a couple rifles. Guardian.
Oh my gosh.
Still some formidable firepower for Full Sense.
Thank God for 40 निकुंज भाई. Chat
With a
तीन
bucket,
बंदे
he's
बी
gonna look
पे.
to just go tailwind forward. First ball gonna be sent down. That's a team flash.
क्या read है ये chat?
PRX able to come away with 3 quick kills, nothing really in reply. And Jing
क्या read है
barely
ये
tacked up.
chat? क्या है ये?
Something shifting back over. Will get taken down by Cruz. A solid shot. 2v4 in the bonus. PRX looking very good to play anti here.
अभी लोग मिड लड़ेंगे क्या एक साथ?
Mid re-hit. So far, Full Sense has been showing that they're not going to try
ओ
to double down
नॉर्मल
on different
रीटेक
parts
खेल
of the
रहे
map,
बी,
but
ठीक है.
exactly what they're
ए
doing.
पे अगर वो एक को
This
मारा
re-hit,
डैमेज दिया
PRX
तो दिया, बी
try to
रीटेक
go
है.
back through mid.
मिड देख रहे,
Play a
ठीक
little
है,
bit of
ठीक
retake. They
है.
still have 4 players. Got to be patient with it. Something PRX was doing
Tama,
a
I
really
want
nice
to
job
support
of
FS.
yesterday.
अरे करो,
Especially
बिंदास
on
करो.
Haven.
अच्छा टीम है
Waiting
भाई,
out their
FS जीता तो भी
opponents and
अच्छा ही
then,
है.
you know, not committing a player to something to go for the big hero play. Being really cautious, thoughtful about the retake timings.
They're going to walk all the way to A. It's at least going to be a double check
30
towards
seconds
this
left.
tower
चलो
side.
heaven
See
check
if the
करके
coast
आने
is
वाले हैं.
clear here and then can go for the plant. Meanwhile, though,
ठीक है, कोई नहीं है.
double rewrap, clearing through
लिंक
club
भी
and
कोई नहीं
long.
है.
That's going to be committed to. PRX scrambling to try to get in position, but there's a decent chance here for Full Sense to at least get damage, especially with a shot like that from Kalua. However, will be able to sit him down quickly thereafter, and that just leaves Cruz down to his own devices.
Thorns are alive.
Very difficult for Cruz here.
आवाज आ गया, 2 लिंक 1 बी में, ठीक है? आवाज आ गया
Much of the
उसको.
way options.
तुम लोग आए?
More shots that can get on to something. Could be in for it, and that is a damn good start.
इधर से नहीं, इधर
Beginning,
से.
looking to try to get that shot through, but then gets an angle for
अरे
6-point
यार
fall.
वो
And in
छुपा
reply,
क्यों
Cruz,
नहीं
what a deliverance
यार?
there.
Oh my
3 more
God,
kills
निकाल
total in
लिया
the round. To leave just
था.
Divide limping his way out of the anti-bonus.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, that's
yeah,
really
yeah,
nice damage
yeah.
done. Cruz here.
निकाल लिया था यार
leading from the front
बोनस.
as the IGL. Nice start for PRX. Just a good timing off the
भाई
flash.
सुनो, वो लोग का एम क्रेजी लग
Players
रहा है,
tucked
हाँ?
in, up on the screen, one behind the pillar.
हाँ? क्रेजी लग रहा है.
Make this round look like it's pretty much impossible, but Cruz had other thoughts.
डॉट भी लेकिन.
Right, pretty chill so far, but he's been relatively
डॉट तो
pumped
मारा
up
भी दवाई ने.
recently.
Now you're all half armors and
हाँ?
pretty much all guardians. One carryover, so obviously can get the damage through. Paths are going to be clean.
4 बंदे भी पे.
Peak. Going to be a shot to the chest there on a Chip Boys. Kill not to be found yet. Meanwhile, run it back, going to be sent. Jing storming forward, looking to try to finish the job. Will get the snap back, but something in Indy come away with kills of their own as Chip Boys and
लिया
Critical
भाई
will get taken
वापस.
down. Leviathan and Cruz reeling out of this B side of the map.
Yeah, this proactive defense that PRX has set up on the B side for
Right,
these first couple of
yeah.
rifle rounds. Really nice.
Bot viewers
Something
not
there to
liking
get the
the
initial
stream.
contact,
एक
and then you
second.
have
Viewers तुम लोग को
Phoenix
bot
and the
बोला है,
Fade
इसने याद रखना
follow
ये
up
वाला.
with their util and their guns. Do some damage. Give yourselves a huge advantage in this
second.
round. Scoop up a couple rifles
एक
there too.
second. क्या बोला
Start
इसने
making
मेरे
their
chat
way
को?
over
तेरी
towards
तो-
A where it buys utility. was pre-set up at the beginning of the round. Forsaken already pretty low though.
45 has Divine. Here's a bit of backup. One nano.
Binks PRX hitter है क्या नहीं रे?
Swing perhaps around the back. And yeah, will be found. Divine not going to be fast enough to take down Divine.
Man, Divine day.
Still holding his own.
Divine day chat.
Now returning.
Full एकदम डांस करके एकदम वाइब में वो.
From that art side, Kalua able to find the first. Trying to isolate.
Spammer.
These players, but he himself going to be taken low, and Jing will find the finisher. PRX, despite the damage suffered in the previous round, still going to be able to find this win.
Divine mood में है.
Yeah, they're really doing a nice job with this proactive defense. Something that you don't necessarily have to do with this composition, but absolutely something that suits PRX's style. Again,
basically
find that
first
early
round जीतने के बाद second round जीतने के बाद तुम लोग वही बाय कंटिन्यू करते हो ना तो बोनस राउंड बोलते हो उसे.
By great work on the backside. Jing,
अगर मेरा आंसर पसंद है एक्सक्लेमेटरी मार्क जॉइन मेंबरशिप 150 का
so now you can go
और
into
नॉलेज
that
मिल सकता है
outlaw,
जैसे
knowing the economy here. Only Jip Boys with the full armor, but the Bulldog to back it up. Something Blade Storm available too. And again, look at how proactive PRX are. Even though they don't find any contact now, something can start scaling. Looking for some advantages.
ऐसा बी पे पढ़ने के बाद फिर से बी गए बे एफएस वाले.
Tripped earlier by Levi in the previous round. Thinking about a bit of an exploration towards mid, does have quite a bit of open space, and
वो लोग इतना तो मालूम है कि ए स्प्लिट नहीं हो रहा.
Reveal it. Trying to sell a bit of a fake, and it's kind of working.
क्यों रोटेट किए बे वो लोग?
Really deny this
ए पे वो लोग बस पूरा लाइन है.
They're anticipating his later flanks, and they want to try to displace it, but they're going to be swinging into Kalua one after the other, and he takes down 3.
Coach Cam.
Just filtering through the gap.
Coach Cam right now.
For that.
Coach Cam right now.
Establishing a lead here is PRX. Send something forward, try to get some.
मालूम है वो इधर है.
Know the majority of these
बिना यूटिल के पीक लिए 3 बंदे 1 by 1.
Trying to slow down the bankroll, but
Coach Cam boys.
Absolutely out of their hands. Kalua maybe timing, and yes, something will be able to find that punish, but plenty more challengers awaiting. Cruz out of the wider angle. Something will not be able to see him scoped in.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's okay for something to die there. Don't need to carry that outlaw over, but this is pretty good damage done. And I mean, Kalua, what a tremendous round here, sells the fake and then gets a 3K to boot.
Correct था उधर.
Just completely bamboozles PRX there. They weren't sure what to do.
prowler आया दो.
Single prowler.
उसके पीछे ना आवाज है ना कुछ. ठीक है. इमन में जेट के पास पूरा लाइन है.
Heading in that direction, but it turns out there wasn't. Turns out that Kalua
was वो लोग कुछ अलग कर रहे हैं और 5 बंदे 8 वॉक इन कर रहे हैं मतलब crazy.
Get the cosmic divide out of it, but Cruz has the steel guard and Kalua has a nightfall.
Adunan bhai, thank you so much for the membership. Aditya bhai, thank you so much for the membership.
Everybody else, mostly half armor.
ये राउंड अगर PRX सारा लग गए. FH जीता heavy lead है याद रखना heavy.
Armbot early.
Oh, gun barrel spotted. Something not going to overstay. That one inspiring. And has to be cautious about that.
नहीं बे लोग serious है बे. Something पहली बार पीछे गया.
Lying in wait there.
PRX pinging that too. Primmy's position, so they're kind of reading decently some of these early setups. They're going to have to make good adjustments. Some of these late round rotations, things like that. Again, fakes being sold.
हो गया बी चलो.
Full sense.
और blow alt मारो चलो.
Commit towards mid. A little bit of utility over at A, and that's pulled Jing and Devi. Envy.
Bring them down.
Be under pressure.
Knowledge exchange on either side. The still guarding going to be invested. And Jipboy is able to find Devi.
Oh my God, उसको kill मिल गया.
Corner on stair side. Meanwhile, the pivot getting ready to come through.
Let's go, boys.
Reading this a bit. Forsaken starting the double back. Calls for Envy to join in.
30 seconds left.
Check around water, but now this and Forsaken hold the line. The updraft going through, and now shot strikes him down. Another key kill from this fade.
ये कौन सा एंगल है बे?
In a position, Envy will be able to strike first. Primmy dead. Plant spotted. Immediately nightfall.
ये ले तू भी
either side. Players at Hall City able to find Jit Boys on the ultimate, but then loses his life for real. Cleans up one, but now into a 2v3.
भाई crowd क्या चिल्ला रहा है?
He's holding close to the other two. Over at long and something, unable to get that readjustment. Doesn't even find that much damage for Envy to try to play off of. No, we'll be able to finish it, but if he can get this, it would have to be an ace clutch. 7 bullets remaining in the mag at the moment. Waiting for that back pillar peak, but Live will not give it up. Turn to the flash. Some shots towards Cruz. Now just 5 bullets remaining. 29 health on Envy, but he cannot hold his own. Full sense.
ठीक है समझ गया
2 rounds.
Yeah, this is
एक
the
किल पे
great
चला रहे हाँ ना बे
leadership of Cruz on display. The way that they're maneuvering across the map, creating tons of misdirection that PRX has to try to identify, try to figure out.
map,
they're not able to do so.
पहला
Losing
map,
a couple
I think,
contact fights here and there too doesn't help anything. You know, I
think
don't mind
पहला
the
map
position that Forsaken takes,
गया
just
PRX.
can't quite get the kill. He's doing his damnedest to try
पहले
to
लेकिन
get
कोच के
something
हम
done,
दिखाओ
gets a 3K,
जो
but
आर्ट्स में
it's
भले
just
टरेट
too
के साथ लड़ो वो
much
अकेला
for
था
him to handle.
बाकी कोई उसको हेल्प नहीं
Finding
कर
those
पाया
open grooves.
ये एक्शन में
PRX
अच्छा
gonna
है
take
बे
that early timeout. I mean, to me, a lot of this is probably just
हाँ
saying,
ट्रॉफी
okay,
अच्छा
let's
है
go back to doing a little bit of pressure early at one of the mains like we were doing or something like that, and then kind of defaulting a little bit more, being a little bit safer, playing for some retakes. They're being pretty
हमारा worst
proactive,
map पे एक
responding
सेकंड
to any
हमारा
util that full sense
question
send
mark?
out, and that's pulling their players in the
एक
wrong
second.
directions. Cruz has been all over that. He's been reading their
एक
tape.
सेकंड
This is
डबल
something that
क्वेश्चन मार्क हेलो
has plagued PRX on this map. You saw it against Global Esports the last time they played on this, was that they became pretty predictable, pretty readable.
क्राउड और किल
where
पे
they
क्रेजी है
really
क्राउड है
over committing to things, whether it be on their attacker side or defender side.
वही तो आईजीएल
That's something
PRX
that's already
सब लोग आईजीएल ही है वहाँ
causing
पे
some problems. Let's see what the adjustments look like.
राउंड चालू हो तो जो पहले बात किया वो आईजीएल
Attempt, but so too is an outlaw in the hands of Premi. Been having a quieter start, but hasn't really been to the deficit of full sense at all. So the players, Kalua in particular, have been picking
ये
up
लोग
the
सिर्फ
slack.
यही के ट्रॉफी उठाएंगे क्योंकि लंदन की ट्रॉफी तो ये
Envy and Jing going to be able to find 2 quick kills there. Have to see
भाई
that one back in
मेरे
the
को एक
replay.
बात बताओ
But that's a hell of a
टाइम
way
आउट
to
में
start
ऐसा
off this
कौन
round.
सा वो लोग गाली
They
सुनते
haven't
हैं
even contacted into the knives yet.
कि ऐसा
Exactly what I want to see.
ऐसा होता है बे हर बार हुआ है बे
Figure out here
जब भी
pretty quick.
हाँ,
Still an art.
जब भी PRX ने टाइम आउट लिया
Scoop up an orb maybe, but don't want to give away the silent push PRX has done. Looks like they're going to give up the sight space at the very least.
No, the turret's not watching for this either. I mean, PRX, they have to be cognizant of it. Jing just going to go ahead, trip that wall at the same time. Divide, starting to check in from behind. That blaze wall going up, and he's going to have a lockdown. Doesn't deny this one. Premi's doing his damnedest to try to get him off that orb, but he does manage to grab it. Now the lockdown at the ready.
something ने उधर मार दिया
Intercepted his exit out of water over towards Flowers. Plant not yet in play.
एक सेकंड में मर गया प्रेमी
Knows that he has to clear this, and he cannot, and that leaves shit boys to his own devices now. Frantically and desperately sprinting over to the B side. Something will hear these footsteps. He's got 11 HP. Needs to hit the headshot. He cannot. Shit boys gives himself an opportunity.
जिसके पास गन है वो लो है
Recovered. It's in the hands of Envy. He would love to pass that over, but the other 2 players are a world away. Dubai will be able to grab up an outlaw.
क्या लगता है पॉसिबल है
Got to make sure the
वो क्या है
timings are good
स्क्रीन
here.
पे
Don't
हेलो
give him the 1v1s. He did to Killua earlier in mid.
जिसने आपको रेडिएंट बूस्ट किया लैंग्वेज
No, he does not. Curveball going to be sent to the Diffuse. Held to half the spam, finding even more damage.
Oh
Pushes
my
forward, has to go for the
God!
reload. The kill not yet found. Divide.
कहाँ पे
Hello? Hello? What has just happened there? But Divide took his time with that one, it felt like, but either way, he's able to find the kill. And that's going to be the thrifty going over the PRX. I need to see a replay.
Was he scoped in?
I think he was.
I think
He's laughing.
में से बैठा था ना वो
Oh, what an attempt by Jit Boys here, though. It's so close. But again, the problem that I was worried about for PRX is that giving them these 1v1s, 2 players, just trying to hold the
क्या हुआ
smoke.
दिखाओ
You know, Envy should wait for contact a little bit before he tries to challenge that angle. But
I think
he
blind
lost
हुआ
track
वो और
of
फिर
Jit.
बैठा था
Got a little over eager to try to find him.
हाँ
Oh,
blind
Yeah, he wasn't able to turn it. So not scoped in, just couldn't see a damn thing. Meanwhile, there's no challenge fight outside of A main. He's going to look to back away and know that he's going to be one charge
Heavy
away from
util
having
war.
to go online. Meanwhile, Jim Boys had his.
आ गया
able to
chat.
use it here as operator from something now online.
So fast.
भाई tilt हो गया वो.
Really been turning it up lately. You know, talked about it in the post-match interview on the analyst desk.
Tilt हो गया बे.
About how, we'll see with him versus
Prowler
Primi.
ने तोड़ा तो हेलो देखा?
1-for-1 there.
By with another, can he find the second? No, Primi. Creeping ever closer, able to find that kill, but as he pushes out, looking to intercept, something is ready, dialed in on the angle. Now 3v2.
तो पता है इसने पढ़ लिया मैंने सब.
Away from Leviathan, who's just now working his way through street.
भाई गरम हो गया बे वो.
Back to the corner, blew up the peak in the halls, able to find the first, tucks back.
Oh
Leviathan at the same time, now arriving,
God,
catches
chat.
something, and it is just Inby in a 1v2. Full sense want to maintain this lead. Inby scraping forward, finds the first, doesn't suffer any damage. Tap of the defuse, the scale forward. Leviathan not falling for it though, stays tucked around the corner. Now Inby, the pressure is on.
Oh yaar, NT.
Will find the kill.
NT.
They stay out in front.
Yeah, they're so patient here
वाह
in this
कसम
post plant.
something को tilted
Not
देख लिया
giving up
अपन
much
ने.
to PRX, waiting for those sound cues to go for the quick kill and then the hide behind the wall. Little things like that. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a good round. I mean, you've got a early advantage. There is a quick trade there, but
Crispy.
something getting Primi like it's pretty doable in the 3v2. And Killua been doing really nice. Yeah. It's that one I get. That one's a little frustrating.
Rami Bro
I
Max.
think some of these retakes have been a little bit
एक इंसान बेचारा
or
tilted है.
PRX. They're kinda, again,
Crowd
throwing it in
खुश
there
रही
one
है.
by one.
हाँ?
Back to the ecos, where we've already seen them do some pretty decent damage.
क्या है ये chat?
Pretty deep this time around, not wanting to create too much early pressure here.
Crowd favorite था Alex ये सच्ची में actual में.
Information before they make their plays, hoping that they'd go B. Play off that alarm bot.
Quick check forward. Prowler as well has the backpedaling, not fast enough to find the punish. Now it's gone free.
एक second.
Quick rotating.
वो लोग ने
Clueless
reclear कर रहे हो
already making
लोग.
their way over to A.
They're going to try to clear this one. Cruz taken low, but they line up for him.
एक hit का था.
Cleans up the 2 kills, and now something scrambling to get back into position as the spike gets rotated over here, but it just has that classic.
जितना मैच देखने में मजा नहीं आता PRX का कोच को गुस्सा होते हुए देखने में मजा आता है. बे उसका पूरा वो बन सकता है बे. क्या बोलते हैं? Compilation.
How dangerous these opponents from the other side can be. Once to one side, balling to the other. Just try to clear their way through here, and yep, Primi gonna be able to run him down with Shorty and Jake.
God, chat क्या coordination है? Hello.
The third ball comes in. Now it's just a buy to try to see if he can finish off maybe some of these lower HP members, but Primi is in and around the back. Be a fast kill for him as soon as the buy makes any kind of noise, or if he just swings his corner and checks left. Fine, we'll be able to scoop up a Vandal. That's going to allow him to go for the save now. He can try to retain the weapon, but out on the seals is Jit Boyce, feeling his way out of water. By for a brief little moment. Bounce forward around the corner in the tower, considering the re-peek. Boy's getting off to a wider angle. We'll have to swing into this one. Rushes forward and wins out the fight. If I cannot keep that free weapon over, Jit Boys ensures that they get nothing without working for
excuse me? अच्छा hand warmer.
Just again a little bit of a different look here from Full Sense. Being really patient at the beginning of the round, not going for any early contact fights, just kind of saying, okay, PRX has been a little bit aggressive on these ecos. Let's hold back and watch. And then eventually, when the anxiousness of PRX gets the better of them, Cruz is just holding the angle the whole time. Just a dry swing there, and like you said, lined up for him. And he's fired up. He's having a really solid match for himself.
Crowd कोई भी हो, समझ रहे हो? सब हरामी तो है अपने जैसे, हाँ?
Incredible. Since his return as an IGL has completely turned this Full Sense team around. Made them
एक सेकंड वो लोग ऐसा फोटो दिखता
they
है.
could be at the beginning of kickoff in Pacific, where we thought they should be competing for titles. They should be good enough. They should have the firepower. Just with some little things in game that weren't going the best off of some of the IGLing and things like that. He came
दोनों
in
टाइम उठ गया था, लग गए
righted
चैट.
the tie ship.
Great captain of it. Forcing out that second
जैसे
time
फुल
out.
सेंस खेल रही
Already it's
है,
gonna be a damn good feeling.
उसके जैसा
One
गेम
full
प्ले
sense.
भी डिकोड होके काउंटर करेंगे
It's one of those
बाकी
maps, you
टीम
take a look at the graph, like, okay,
मास्टर्स.
it's pretty good for
Next
both
tournament
teams,
में
but full
हाँ
sense aren't
काउंटर
able to
वाउंटर
find
स्टार्ट्स
Pearl.
कर सकते
That's when
हैं,
things
लेकिन
could
वो लोग भी
unravel
नया
very
चीज कर
quickly in
सकते हैं.
favor
तो वो
of
लोग को
PRX.
डिफॉल्ट
The
चेंज
fact that
करना
they're up by
पड़ेगा,
3 at the moment, they get full
जैसे
timeouts
अटैक
of
करते हैं
Alex
वो चेंज
here in
करना
this first
पड़ेगा,
half.
जो टाइमिंग में अटैक करते हैं वो
Pretty
चेंज
damn
करना
good, but
पड़ेगा.
it's not
वैसे
over
सब
till it's over. See how things do continue. For now, these hot hands going to be lobbed in. Something caught by that Prowler, has to quickly exit back. Meanwhile, the run back going to be in use by Shit Boys. Storms forward, and the site just has to be abandoned. Something operating here by himself.
See, they're wary of some kind of
वो लोग ने
trap. They
बोल दिया
haven't
है.
seen any other contact.
Bro,
Oh, really?
bro,
Out, finds a second. They're on to Indy.
bro,
Struggling to be able to
bro,
get that
उसने
catch.
क्या
Something
मारा
bearing
है?
in towards main. He's able to find one, but he misses. The Shit Boys is scaled forward. Levi, however, if he goes for a timing push out of this smoke, would be able to find that kill. It's a little bit more patient.
Reposition deck something का.
Levi to scale forward, maybe get in around the back here of these players. Something is still trying to call the distraction, and he has.
दवाई है,
Levi
दवाई
alert,
मोड
able
में.
to find the two on site. The spike now stranded.
लाइक कर दे बोल चैट, लाइक करो. क्या ये?
To do it all. His
5,000 लोग देख रहे हैं, 5,000 likes, let's go
Forsaken will
boys.
be able to come up with the goods. This time, timeout call. Delivering into the round
भाई
win.
दवाई के कितना दूसरा है, तीसरा राउंड है, just saying
And
हाँ.
this is some of that patience that I've been wanting to see from PRX, waiting for the
Something ने
contact before
कितना
anybody
reposition
makes
किया
any
देखा
move.
तुम लोग ने,
You
लेकिन
know, not
चैट
overcommitting to an
भाई
angle,
देखो
not
बे,
assuming
क्या
that
ये?
something's clear when it's not, making sure that, you know, for something there, he doesn't overcommit. He doesn't swing out of secret there to try to see if, you know, he can greed for that kill. Instead, he trusts that Devi's holding that other angle, so he can just hold his line. Really patient play, and then Devi waits for contact backside before he swings into action to scale up into the smoke of his opponents. Really nicely
नेक्स्ट में
done.
मारेगा, टेंशन नहीं है बे.
Now full sense gonna just be patient, but this is going to allow something
देखो इतना तो कंफर्म है कि तू मारेगा तो सही.
great about his escapes.
ये तो
He has a
कंफर्म
little
है.
bit of help here in art with the alarm bot and a nano. So you get a little bit of contact.
That's going to be run it back. Out of the doors in the mid. Flash connecting onto a few, but still unable to find the value there. Jing going to be snapped back. Devi going to be taken down as Devi then comes away with that kill, and now frantically backpedaling is Jing, trying to get away from this Prowler. Taken just going to go strafing over top of his teammate's Molly. Try to see if he can get a catch here, and he does. On the Primy at that. Still, though, it's a 1-for-1 at the end of the day. It's full sense. But noise.
बोला था कि नहीं.
Have 3 players from
भाई लोग
PRX
क्या लड़
acting
लिए
towards
बे?
B, something all
मिड
alone.
में
They're
at main.
No
अबे
killjoy
पागल लोग
util.
हैं.
It's all deactivated.
So you're not going to get any info on this. I mean, the good news for something
30
is
seconds left.
figured it out, pieced it together. The smokes help. He was already considering this.
Look at his plant within this nebula. Flash, no confirmation. Scale forward into backside, and it looks like that's where they're going to try to go for the plant after all, and yes, they will.
Spike planted.
Man forward.
अब होगा डगआउट के लिए लड़ाई लाला.
Something still isolated
Main
out on the island
posi
until that
retake
smoke
के
has
लिए.
fallen. Won't be able to get any real sidelines here. Forsaken able to find Shit Boys in exchange, but Jing's going to be
अब होगा लड़ाई डगआउट के लिए लाला.
3v3 now. Something
Something
able to
मार
get
दिया.
involved, finds himself
2v1.
kill on a Kahlua, who's now dead. It's just Leviathan. Got himself into a 1v1. Forsaken down to 36 health. Plays forward in front of the Cosmic Divide, and Forsaken's the one who's going to have to push through this one. He's cutting all the way in around the back, reading the position relatively well, but Leviathan looks a bit further into Cubby, and he's going to give himself a Red Bull clutch to guarantee the lead at the half.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it just... PRX wants to go for this crunch play, and Full Sense reads it. Immediately, Cruz lets loose with his ultimate, and they've got backup players coming to shut down that mid-crunch. And something
ult use हुए फिर दो extra wall, दो
doesn't read that
fade
Ryan's
ult,
gotten in the corner, and he's going to get the
Phoenix
clutch.
ult, Vice ult.
And it's a
भर दिया.
frustrating one
2v1
for Alex again. You know, PRX has had a lot of these rounds really, really close. Can't quite close it out. Full Sense has been
पुच्ची यार कम से भाग रहा पुच्ची नहीं हो काका जी.
heat of the moment. No pressure so far, really showing. Again,
क्या लगता है 5-7 या 8-4?
Heavy lifting in some of the early parts of this round and try to keep track of full sense, try to not overstay his welcome. Boy's still going to be 2 away. I'm going to run it back. Could go to the other side of the map, but something's already scaled way further.
Killing a plant, perhaps. Other way. Who's going to be traded up, and they lose in before this is a lot of the info gathered. Meanwhile, Premi saying, well, we're just pushing forward. We're going for it. It's going to be spotted out. The lockdown invested. They have to keep
पूरा map scout कर लिया भाई.
Divide now dead. The lockdown can go their way, but no Jing. He'll peel back 2 kills with that Spectre in hand. Premi, however, finds it, and he clears it with a second to spare.
जानवर.
Trying to rotate all the way through main. Whiteley scaling forward. The spike still down on the floor. Full sense have to give this every consideration. Nebula pop. Denied. Drawn out something. Just dashing across. All blades whiffing. Spike now collected. It might not be the ult battle that Big Time was asking for, but this one could be a massive showdown. Determining if this is an 8-4 or 7-5 half. The time running lower and lower.
Something जीत गया. Oh my god. Oh my god. मेरे जैसा दिमाग चला लिया. Something जीत गया. Oh my god.
Premi gonna be spotted. Makes his exit. Something's a little bit late on that shot. But on the re-peek, he will sit Premi down.
Premi क्या read था मालूम?
We'll get the defuse to get a 5th round win for PRX.
That's a massive clutch for PRX.
Yeah.
I think 5 here, not too bad. You're going to feel like you still have a shout in this at the very least. It is going to be tough, of course, but Tavai is laughing. He's having fun. So are PRX after finally getting one of their clutches to go. Early fight here, just a quick trade. Then they're trying to push through onto this lockdown, and Premi, that curveball actually goes kind of deep on his right-hand side, so it doesn't take much for him to turn that. Then you think, oh, it's Premi. Should be no problem, but something as the Jet wants to be the hero too, wants to show that he's also worthy of being talked about in that conversation as the best in the world.
Yep.
Well, quick reprieve, obviously, with both timeouts committed in that first half.
Like करो chat, like करो. और जिसने भी kick पे follow नहीं किया, kick पे follow करो. जल्दी stream चालू होने वाला वहाँ पे.
Shift over to this attacker side. Come away with the pistol win this time. That's going to put a hell of a lot of pressure on full sense.
Yeah, for sure. It's
password.
been kind of a thorn in the side for PRX at times, like trying to get consistent pistol
PRX
wins.
lose, I lost my
They
GF.
come in spurts sometimes, it feels like, but maybe today will be one of their days where they're able to at least keep it even. They're still a great team, even though they lose a lot of pistols, still come through with map wins, make it a lot closer than you like to see. Well,
I didn't read it.
If PRX wins, I think he'll have a girl.
Oh.
P-Town.
Well, Godspeed. Best of luck.
Yeah, I can't root for either side here. They force me to make predictions that I don't want to make.
Yeah, we have no horse in this race, so.
No.
I'm happy for you, or I'm sorry for you, depending on how this turns out.
I am decidedly neutral in this situation.
MC Binks is back. Language. Bante की publicity भी उधर.
Thinks better of to challenge it early. Will trigger the turret.
I want to clear this. Go wider around the box. Divine now realizing that
बाप
there's
रे
more than a lot.
भाग.
Have to quickly.
क्या भाग का मैदा है.
Peeks for a little bit, a couple pot shots out, but no connection to be found. Meanwhile, PRX are going for a full scale through water.
क्या ये?
Something leaping forward, but he does have that tailwind.
ठीक है.
It immediately.
क्या ये?
Side, but Jing eventually is able to find him in flowers.
अबे कहाँ लड़ रहे हैं वो लोग?
Forsaken with another. Leviathan finds a second.
अब अटक गए.
As now, Jit Boys.
अबे.
Setting up the ball and getting that heal back through, and that leaves Divide, previously known in a 1v2.
Bless you, thank you.
For the flicks here, but neither connecting. Reads the reposition of Jip Boys pretty damn well. Puts him down to 45, but Cruz will put Divide 6 feet under. Another pistol over to full sense, now up by 3.
Yeah, it just gets a little bit wild back here. And
you know, with Divide
so much attention up towards PRX's spawn.
PRX thinks they have enough time to free for all.
Pull their way through onto the site, but Leviathan's just going crazy back here. He has been
hell of a day.
He is having a hell of a day. What, 13 and 5 right now?
Clean stuff for him and misery for Alex.
13-6.
Bad.
It's just
Sheriff's too bad. PRX would love to pull off this.
भाई heavy lead में है FS, heavy lead में.
Full sense, but Primmy's having none of it.
प्रॉब्लम लीड का नहीं है, प्रॉब्लम क्या मालूम है? सारे प्लेयर्स लॉक्ड इन है बे एफएस के.
Don't know that I've ever seen that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, given what they just did in the previous round, they're like, well,
better make sure.
Yeah, just place the wall here, box them in, and try to push forward.
है कि नहीं?
Quite curious, but see, a lot of players here.
Crowd will like इसके लिए तो पैसे दिए.
A lot of util too.
एक सेकेंड.
Blue one hooked over to the side, rid of something, dashes forward into the site. Back here for now. Spray and pray, not being reported, not connecting. Flash's gonna be sent forward, but Levi just pushes forward.
एक सेकेंड.
Gone. Kalu and Leviathan with the HP bars.
एक सेकेंड.
However, only able to find the one kill. The spot
एक सेकेंड.
But Leviathan! Another monstrous Red Bull clutch barely survives and rescues the round.
Oh my god, bro.
Titanic stuff for Leviathan today.
Oh,
I can't believe he's done it again. 2 HP left here. I have to wonder if maybe one of those guns that got dropped on the floor ran out of bullets. It looked like PRX was going to pull a rabbit out of a hat here.
Thinks he gets the kill on the eye, turns over to the side, and still manages to clean them both up. He can only be so frustrated. It's good damage by PRX, but it's also full sense now, up by 4, and this needs to be a clean anti-bonus.
Yeah.
He wants to see PRX win this map. Otherwise, things are looking very good for full sense. And already, hope denied. Remy, a clean shot into a follow-up. Indy now gone. Something eventually going to be able to flush out. Remy's done his job. He is delayed.
एक टैप फिनिश कट गया, एक टैप बंदा गया. तो नसीब बाजू से मारा उसको.
Stalwart defense, Levi coming in on the lurk.
Astro push through the halls. Leviathan again, a clean tap. Goes into the Astro form. Will get caught on the timing. Knows something. Is able to find that kill. Jing now dead. Levi now at streets, able to draw enough attention. Hold his own for 2 kills, but again, it's not that clean. It's only 2 players surviving. The PRX do manage to stop full sense.
भाई भर रहे, भाई FS भर रहे, chat FS जीत रहा मेरे को लग रहा है.
Full sense players are just completely dialed in.
Feeling आ रहा है, chat.
Especially Leviathan and Killua. Really clean stuff here. Can't give them any opportunities. Primmy's Primmy, he's always going to get those. And Forsaken, though, immediately traded. I mean, there's always an extra layer here. It feels like for full sense, you got to be cognizant of that as PRX, where they're going to play for trade.
ये मैप FS का नहीं रे पागल, राइट का रे.
Many times as PRX has given up a lot of 1v1s to full sense. A util battle outside of A main there. That's going to give PRX a lot of open space. Full sense still reading this pretty well.
बोले के पास heavy retake wall है.
Gets them to change their mind. That haunt definitely convinces them.
Heavy retake wall है वो लोग.
And dugout. No one there to eat the damage. Blue can rescale forward, but something forward into that smoke with that shorty trying to find that kill. He does not, but he does manage to backpedal away and find the win at the same time.
कहाँ जा रहे हो बाबू भैया?
Ends up losing his life as Kahlua will find the buy, and suddenly Bull sends her right back into the driver's seat. Still have to get this retake going. PRX are completely split apart. Cosmic Divide's going to be exchanged, cutting the site down to a third. Lee's wall trying to stave them off. Curveball through, Inby, slotting forward, push up through the smoke, and Jing is just not ready for it. Forsaken, however, absolutely is. Finds two, Inby to the side. Under elimination, slips the net, pushes back out.
Oh my god, Inby!
And does not back down versus Primmy.
The blue bag!
Just great stuff here from Inby and Forsaken. Inby's just waiting for his turn while Forsaken knocks a couple of full sense players out of the park. It's his turn up to bat, and Inby good for it. So fast here in the heat of the moment. Just wild stuff with these crisscrossing walls. And Inby able to just take a really nice position. Oh my God, Forsaken. Ridiculous. PRX not giving up yet.
Nutty shot. इसे कहते हैं nutty shot.
Favoring the outlaw once again.
Nutty shot.
Weaponry. Couple ults though, including
क्या
Primi, so
मारा बे?
not to worry about. This 4-1 setup.
क्या
So
मारा
scary.
बे chat?
Full Sense doesn't have to move because Primi just on a walkabout with his Blade Storm.
निकल रहा हूँ
That
language.
angle.
ड्रोन जा रहा है आगे.
No one giving them the angle
ड्रोन
though.
को रोक दिया गया है.
Checking for themselves.
You're just looking for that aggressive
Oh, Primi.
play, but yeah, Primi.
Speaking of aggressive plays, Primi is on this approach through the attacker spawn now.
Uh-oh.
Drone
gaya.
down. Nightfall
Drone
out
mara.
across towards main. That deafens them, and that allows for the pace to get picked up here by Primi on this backstep, but the players on site losing their lives.
यार सब मर रहे हैं यार. Primi को
Okay,
60
expired.
diamond
Primi
था.
now. More and more pressure, all of the pressure on him. It would have to be an ace clutch. They cannot find the first. Forsaken gets
यार
the read.
सब मर गए यार. अच्छा टाइमिंग था
Suddenly, PRX are
यार.
one round away from tying it up.
Yeah, I mean, PRX here
हाँ?
just able to pull the trigger in time on getting this attack to go.
भाई
Good read by
60
something
टाइमिंग
that
था
there could
बे.
be a player in the corner on his right-hand side and able to get that big opening kill. Devi finds another off to the side here.
Shot.
Breaks things open for PRX to just barely get ahead of Primi. Who knows what would have happened if he had showed up before they were able to start going for the plant. Full Sense.
Close
gonna
match.
take their
T-Bag
first
अभी तो
timeout.
चालू है. अभी तो और होएगा. रुको.
Starting to threaten here.
Next 5-5 कब होगा? इस मिनट बाय वाला टाइम पता नहीं. Tulin boy. I have no idea, Lala. Time ही नहीं मिल रहा है.
Did he actually say that? I don't think we'll ever lose again.
I mean, if he did, he's certainly not believing it. Look at his cam.
Yeah. That doesn't feel like something Alex
Alex
would
भाई का हो
say
गया chat. Alex भाई ने
non-sarcastic.
सीधा बोला है. ये मैं मेरा हो गया. Next match में बात करूँगा. Simple है.
Sometimes people just take things very
Alex
literally when
bhai.
they don't need to. Like predictions.
Yeah. People think we care.
There is no curse. There is no bias
No.
here. Who gives a damn? Just give me a good final.
Close गए बे.
That's all we want.
Watching some of the other regions now.
Huh?
I need action. I need teams that can fight back.
That's what we got going here so far. Close start. Hyathan still leading the charge with something.
कौन 4 सेकंड को बोल रहा था? उसका स्कोर देखो. हेलो. ओए.
PRX starting to get it engaged. Both Phoenixes gonna have
सब
their
कुछ
ult
डबल
for this
डिजिट पे
round.
उसका.
See, PRX seemingly gonna hang on to theirs. I think looking for some kind of mid-contact. That Prowler
कौन सा
checking.
कर रहा था बे?
I was curious if that was going to be the go signal for them, assuming that there'd be a little bit more to that pressure, but pretty far
वही
deep
तो. कौन बोला बे?
the water area, so not going to commit to run it back just yet. Jing, though, rechecking, have an opportunity.
Molly up and over the top. Her ball in. Does have the run it back, but
I'll find you.
really looking to push the issue here.
क्या
At the same
भागा
time,
है वो.
trying to draw some attention towards G, and he somehow wins that out. Leviathan should have had him dead. Had the timing.
अबे ये कौन सा किल जो है?
With peeking out of the smoke, but Envy just able to readjust.
पूरा सेटअप तो साइड पे है इसका.
Spike
That was
planted.
PRX giving full sense a little of their own medicine with the fakery.
Dudes.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Good boys, maybe need to invest this ultimate, but he's going to be caught with util in hand. Jing at the same time, able to find two off the back of the run it back, and now Kahlua frantically trying to backpedal.
Chat ऐसा मत करो. मैं अभी बोल रहा हूँ. अंडी मंडी अगर ऐसा कोई प्लेयर आया तो.
Convergence of PRX players in the defender spawn meets up.
जो साइड में टरेट आराम बॉट और नेट डाल रहे हैं
Nothing can
उनके.
actually kill him off either way. PRX not allowing for full senses timeout to lead to the round win. They're going to be tying it up 9-9.
We're off the leash, PRX. Going to find their prize.
जीजी लग रहा है नहीं.
Hyathan's done a decent job.
वो लोग 10-10 तो कर सकते हैं. वो लोग बस 2 हेवी अल्ट आने वाले हैं.
It looks like it.
नेक्स्ट गन रन में.
Yeah,
अभी तो
he's gonna check.
गन्स नहीं है.
Okay.
तो ये राउंड PRX जीतेगा
PRX.
10-9. उसके बाद 10-10 कर सकते हैं. 2 हेवी अल्ट.
Very interesting stuff.
Fight कर
I
देंगे.
like this call off of the timeout. It's like they were doing it to us. It was working pretty well at times. If we get out there and create a little bit of pressure now, barely wins that fight. And then Jing just going absolutely crazy with the Phantom there. That's a really nice play. The macro sense and the micro sense.
मैं भी करता हूँ mostly. क्या चीज?
Envy has his ult. Jitboy still sitting on his. Didn't get to use it in the previous round. PRX cautious against the
Trent
eco
कैसे
this time.
करेंगे? वो तो मीटर है. Oh my god.
Very safe setup except for something. He's got cruise.
Blocking sight.
The Vandal still in play and in hand for full sense. Lua exploring into mid.
क्या है में भी? दिक्का की headshot. दिक्का की headshot.
Boys here at Street. At the moment, yeah, he's not quite reading the timing, but he's just here to try to see if he can catch anybody by surprise, really. The spike is being ushered back through club at the moment. Turns over to the side, finds Jitboys, might not be ready for the quick close angle peek from Primi.
Good divide though. This is why they're rotating. He's already gotten over to A. So something says I'll be the distraction. I'll pick up some kills.
God.
He might.
Will just dash across, make his exit. No one going to be able to counter swing in. They try to find this punish, and now they start getting a sense of it. Meanwhile, it is Kalua still with that Vandal, just tucked away.
वो लोगों को पता ही नहीं flank आ सकता है.
They need his gun. They need him to go back over to A. They actually want to try to make a play on this one.
रुक
So
जाओ,
he can't
something
just
देख
sit
रहा
there
है.
and lurk and wait for something. He'll start running, but as he gets ready to hear these footsteps, he's going to turn back. That still does buy a couple more seconds where he's not reinforcing
ये
this
क्या
routine.
round है? ये क्या round है? Cousin beta in chat कौन है?
The angle forsaken. Up over.
चलो grinding the labs. कैसा है cousin बेटे? Fake radiant.
Okay, does check forward, but Forsaken will be able to win it out. Meanwhile, the view is going to be
भाई
interrupted.
इतना करने के बाद ये round 2v1 में एंडर है जहाँ पे वो smoke में बैठा है. कैसे?
Yeah, I really like the way the PRX is starting to toy with the map, toy with the information. Again, it helps when you're getting that opening kill.
Why everyone switching talking from IT? Nobody is
That opens
switching.
up so much of the map here for something and divide.
We are doing
Keep
extra.
scaling it. They have their pick of the litter for which site they want to go to. Killua still
Switching
really,
is
really
when
damn
you
sharp.
don't do IT but
Just
you
too
do
little, too
other
late.
thing.
At that point in the round, Primi is going to grab that op.
Not
He has a Blade
switching.
Storm. Being Forsaken with their ults.
Relatively alone. Curveball going to be sent. He's going to be spotted and dealt with. Jing
कर दिया बे.
able to find the kill off the back of that hawk.
Rude, sorry.
There's no hope in hell.
थोड़ा rude
Cosmic
चलेगा.
Pine now going to be
ZF
called in.
family.
Once again, Device starting to walk
ZF
forward. This time, though,
मच्छी वाला था वो.
that vice wall position in front of the A site. So this
पकड़ा
could
मैंने
just end
मच्छी
up being a half of this one, and then maybe even a re-pivot back. You continue to lean on this side of the map, and now the util doesn't matter. Devi has killed the controller. Cruz is
सब जगह
gone.
मार रहे बे.
So the
B
thorns,
पे
the
A
wall,
पे
it
C
all
पे D
means
पे.
Jack.
What a read from Divide.
क्या turret से?
Just
अरे
waiting
क्या
patiently at that wall
लंबोटे
for the
पे?
rest of the team to come back, and Cruz is
क्या
like, "Wait a minute,
ये?
I should probably see what's going on," and it's not ready for Divide to be right next to it.
Now they have to
इधर
save. They
3
will be able
सेंटियों
to
के flank
cover the
होते,
operator
उधर 1
from
सेंटी
B.
आगे डाल रहा है.
PRX, you're gonna have 3 players at least cash cap.
क्या है ये
Maybe
chat?
It's gonna be close. Yeah, might as well go hunting.
अरे आराम से रुका, आराम से लाला.
Be going for everything, and they're
Love it.
already gaining.
Bring them down.
One, is there going to be any more to follow? Oh boy, that's the op.
He's revealed as well. Will be able to catch Ching, but like you say, the operator now stranded, unrecoverable for Jit Boys. The only way he can really grab it is if he sends the ultimate and goes sprinting in the halls. How much do they want to try to get him? Well, they will just double face for it. They say he's already got his ultimate. It doesn't really matter. Just throw bodies at the problem. They make sure that nothing is carried over.
Level 9.
And again, I like the way that PRX is being a little bit quicker to rotate, and they didn't show this
लगता है उसको जबरदस्ती खिला रहे केजे.
Use the Cosmic Divide as a fake. They would just commit off the back of it to try to scale into sight. You know, maybe they're creating an extra angle from B-Link or something like that in those moments.
वैसा बोलना नहीं चाहिए.
Just full sending it.
लेकिन on a bright side, अगर वो turret डाला नहीं, on a bright side, किसको मालूम ही नहीं पड़ेगा कि केजे है किधर.
6-3 and with full sense in the lead. Was how much it feels like they kind of need this opening map win. Primi looking for that second kill, won't be able to find it. Something is able to go ahead, close it out. A 1-for-1 exchange to the Vigas.
Oh, pakda be, pakda. Oh my god.
Finds Kalua, and that's just the ult
आ गया ये
gone.
return.
Something has now backfilled this space at Art. Plays wall, situated, swings through it. Shorty going to be drawn out. Meanwhile, Jig, he's got himself a third. Cloudburst down, just fishing for kills. Shitboys nearly lines him up. But to no avail, nothing more to be found.
map ये लोग.
PRX took a little while
हाँ?
to jumpstart the engine, but now they are just steamrolling through this.
भाई crowd देखो full
I mean,
PRX
you can see
PRX.
kind of the pedigree in the class here. There's a really nice Nova Pulse as well to bail out something up there at the top of Art, and then Jing just doing what he
भाई
does
लेकिन
best.
ये इसलिए हुआ
Throw the
क्योंकि
run it
समथिंग
back
को
and
मार नहीं पाए. उधर
put
समथिंग को
bodies on
मारते
the
थे ना, उन लोगों को
ground.
पूरा स्पेस मिलता था.
Full Send's going to drag in their last time out here. No more room for error. Have to win 3 in a row to get overtime on their
Half
map.
time or
Pick and
timeout
roll.
एक
This
साथ
is
आ
the
गया.
one that worries me for Full Send. This map I thought had to be theirs if they're going to get this series.
Volt by.
This is a map that PRX has struggled on, and they have found their groove. They had found their footing. But you never know with PRX, man.
ऐसा मच्छी के वजह से हमको नहीं तोड़ना चाहिए. उसको तोड़ो जितना तोड़ना है.
Good individually on every single map that they have played as well. Comes down to this Pearl where they're able to best T1, who's looking like one of the best teams in the world, if not the
माफ
best team
करे,
in the world.
माफ करे मेरी जान के टूटे. माफ करे.
Especially given how things had started.
माफ करे. आपके लीडर से युद्ध करेंगे. टेंशन ना ले, टेंशन ना ले.
As well as all of you guys watching around the world. You know that you've been looking for some good gameplay
And
the last couple days.
so far today has been good.
Only hope that things are going to continue like this.
लोग टिबा क्यों करे? अरे ये लोग सारे दोस्त लोग ही रहे. वहाँ पे सब बकचोदी चलती है
Tons to
भाई.
work with here for Full Sense. So obviously this round very important. but you got
मैंने
a lot of
जितना
ults
देखा है ना
that you can
दूसरे
do around
रीजन्स
with
में
a
ना
little
हेवी
bit.
कलेश होता है.
Already gets a spot of this.
कोई ना कोई कलेश कुछ ना कुछ होता रहता
I
है.
mean, they have to kind of think. that
इधर
there's a lot of
कलेश वाला
1-4.
सिस्टम
We've seen
नहीं
that already from
है.
Primi.
इधर
He's
एक
off
कलेश
on
हुआ
his
था
own.
फिश बम वाला.
Leave
वो
Forsaken to
भी
watch
लव यू
this
लव यू
flank.
बोल के गिली चुम्मी देख के वो
Full Sense
खत्म
is
हो गया
right there.
शायद.
So much help so very quickly, but okay, second will fall. The judge able to find one. 2 more shells loaded up, and one's going to be good enough to take down Jing.
हाँ मैं जा नहीं सकता.
Down to 1 HP. Envy eventually will be able to flush him out. Opens up the space here for the plant, but it is a 2v4. Lockdown is available, and they're just going to be sending it. It's a pretty shallow one, though. Trying to keep this one protected is going to look to be pretty damn difficult, especially the weaponry taken away. Envy, however, facing forward is able to find Shitboy, snaps him back from the ultimate. Bruce tagged to 20. Envy checks up. Bruce going to fall,
Oh
and now
my
it's all on
god,
Envy's
Envy
shoulders.
सब try.
Isolated,
Oh
tucked into the corner,
my
finds himself a
god.
third. Full Sense will be able to persevere.
क्या ट्राई किया है
Now up
यार?
to double digits themselves. They need 2 more to push this into overtime.
It's just
क्या try
tucking that
किया
judge
bro?
into the back alley that really works the treat here for Full Sense.
Crazy
Gets
try
PRX
किया
whittled
बे.
down, gives them the time to get over. They have their Phoenix ult to deal with it. Yeah, I mean, Forsaken was just, yeah, he wasn't even looking at it. I saw it on the map. He was looking at the other side of the map and had no idea he was about to get run over.
भाई अलम्बोट एक्चुअल में अच्छा देखा जाएगा.
Got to be a little bit frustrating. Really, maybe using the util the way you'd like. Clear the alley. So something with an operator though.
Last cannon for Bruce. No money to get the
अगर ये उल्टी जाएगा
However,
तो एलेक्स भाई ज़्यादा टिल्ट हो सकते
and now he's going to be 2 charged away from having another one back online, but looks like it's going to be funneling.
We Zerefam are certified Machi haters as well. Excuse me.
To mid, Devi and Forsaken both having to backpedal away from
तो
the
basically आप ये कहना चाहते हो कि सारे creators का chat creators की ही मारते हैं basically.
Over at B. That may be the final.
Vicar Zeri on a daily basis.
PRX wants to go because he hasn't seen a damn thing. Maybe he saw Primi once, but
सारे bank benchers
it's
ही है.
just a wait. They're not going to tap the orb just yet. It's like Jing's going to bypass it too. Primi just trying to go. That one tap with the Vandal.
तो ही पकड़े.
Like with a Prowler, that's not going to get the spot, but he does ring out a shot. So
next round के लिए भी पैसा तो है वो लोग के पास. जिंग का ulti भी है.
Going to be dropping away, reposition.
Heavy chance तो है PRX को close करने के लिए.
push that angle. Meanwhile, Divine hearing these rotations a bit. This could be a monstrous backstab. Something is able to find one. Divine now striking, profiting from it. 2 kills found for himself. Primi Denzi hits the floor. Blew one out, needed to pull
भाई
up
दवाई ने
4K
कितने
clutch as
राउंड
the night
निकाले
falls. He's
बे
going to send
लेकिन
next on to 2. False information that this is a 3-player stack into the corner. Shift the position, the shot from Forsaken will put him down in 13 to 10.
क्या बात है
Felt
boys
like Full Sense should be able to come out on top. They had a hot start here on Pearl, but Paper Rex find their footing on the
भाई aura
attacker
देख
side
रहे हो
and they
दवाई
do
का
not let off the
Let's go.
gas.
No, I mean, and it's
एकदम
really
non
good
चलाता है
stuff
non
once they
चलाता
go
है
over to that half of the map. Good macro, a lot of fakes being sold, a lot of using some of the conditioning they'd set in previous matches, using the tape that Full
Something
Sense
अभी भी
had seen
tilted लग रहा है
against them a
problem
little
थोड़ा
bit here and there. And that's got to be frustrating. I
भाई
know
8
how
4 के
hard
बाद भाई
Full
कुछ
Sense
crazy
improved,
comeback
prepped
कर
for
लिया
this,
बे
but it just wasn't enough
उनके
because
मैपिक
PaperX
पे
is always adding new
और वो
little
भी
wrinkles.
ऐसा
It
किल
seems
के
like
भाई उनके
whenever
बेस
maybe
में
a map
गए
that had historically
उनके
been good
साइड
for
में
them
टर्रेट
sort of
डाला है भाई
falls
क्या है
away
ये
from their favor.
ये कौन सा वैल्यू है
They take
भाई
a break from it and they come back and all of a sudden it's just back to business as usual.
I mean, they've been building that momentum throughout this entire weekend here. Looks like Paper Rex, yeah, a little bit of a softer start for them, but very quickly were able to find their footing and run away with the remainder of this.
सब राइट बड़ी है सारे तो राइट बड़ी उधर
We're not seeing that same impact that we're used to seeing from Primi here on the stage
Genji
today.
दिखाई
So,
दिया
another one of those players that really needs to kick it into gear if they want to be
T1
walking
दिखाई
away
दिया
with that first seed into Masters London. If Full Sense want to be lifting their first ever Pacific trophy.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's going to take a hell of a bounce back, it feels like.
Really will. Well, let's go
कोई
ahead.
तो चैट में बोल रहा था PRX डाउनफॉल needed चाहिए तो भी नहीं हो सकता भाई उनका
Vâng ạ, rất là kính chào các bạn khán giả thân mến.
खतरनाक
Bên cạnh tôi là
player
huấn luyện viên
से
Alex,
लाले
thuyền trưởng của PRX. Map thi đấu thứ nhất chưa cần phải bật một
Mày
W
có
Gaming
bị
lên,
gusto
PRX đã có thể
về.
mang về cho mình chiến thắng. Sự chính xác là điều kiện tiên quyết ở trong map thi đấu thứ nhất. Và để xem những chia sẻ từ huấn luyện viên Alex. So coach, not yet W Gaming, but slow and steady wins the game. Is precision is the key word of this whole series.
I mean, you could say that. I think the most important thing for us right now is to keep as calm as possible. We know that we have a lot of experience, like just rushing into trouble. So I wanted them to have a calm game today, and I think that's what we showed today.
एक सेकेंड
Khả năng gì mà bên phía của PRX cần đó chính là sự bình
Alex
tĩnh. Họ
Van
cần
बोला
phải giữ
कि
được cái nhịp điệu của mình trong cái trận đấu
Calm
ngày hôm
as
nay
possible.
để đảm bảo rằng sẽ
Excuse
thể mang về
me?
chiến thắng. Thank you coach.
the most non कलम बंदा ever हाँ
What a way to start our grand finals. We nearly went into an overtime. It looked
Calm
like
as possible,
Full Sense was going to take
excuse
this
me?
first map, but in PaperX finally
Alex,
found
bye.
their footing, found their form, turned the map all around and ended up closing it out.
Yeah, I mean, Full Sense came out swinging on this first half. I really thought that they'd done enough in that first half to make it work for
ये
them.
तो
And we
एकदम
swapped sides, and PaperX's
हिप्पोपोटामस
attacking
वाली
half
बात है
was
चैट
just so strong. It looked incredibly dominant. Mad respect to
कहाँ वाला बंदा
PaperX there.
टेबल तोड़ रहा
He
था
really managed to flip this map on its head.
Yeah, I mean, Full Sense won both pistols, but then now Unbothered Kings of Pacific just win 7 rounds in a row on the attacking side, and it feels like the game is completely over from that point. Full Sense are going to be kicking themselves. This veto advantage, the fact that they forced PaperX to play Pearl in this
Keep
veto
as calm
has
as
not really
possible,
made much of a
boys.
difference, and unfortunately they find themselves losing the first map. And PaperX
भाई
find
लेकिन
themselves
PRX
one step closer
considering
to another
ऐसे सारे
Pacific
rounds
trophy
हारे
and that first seed to
close
London.
वाले
Yeah, it's a
थे
little bit worrying for me. I feel like
दो
Pearl was
पिस्तौल
the
आ
map
रहे
where
हैं
I was certainly leaning the way of
कुछ
Full
ज़्यादा
Sense.
crazy
The
नहीं है
most-
चैट वो लोग
So for
मैप
them
जीते
to
हैं
not get it across the line with that double pistol and some huge individual
Huh?
rounds, it really does have you worrying as we move forward.
Yeah, it does. I think
Nice boys.
they absolutely needed to win this map.
कुछ
Pearl
crazy
is
नहीं
a
है
map for Full Sense. This is one of their strongest maps, and like you guys said, not closing this out to start all of it is really not the way you want to go. But they didn't look too phased as
What they're
they're walking
doing?
off the stage here, which is a very long walk. So we got a really good look. And welcome Ben Kai. Welcome back to the desk.
Ben
yes,
क्या बोलते
you are back.
हैं?
We like having you here. You're very familiar with a lot of these players. I mean, what is your opinion on how all of that played out?
I really think it really just boiled down to the kind of value that both teams got out of their star duelist players. Like you have something really getting really good control of the map with his operator, but you didn't really have that for Full Sense on their defensive half. Like Primi was really kind of non-existent for me.
परसिक ने आपसे तो ट्रेनिंग ली थी अभी तक क्रेजी खेल रहा है W Binks भाई ये मेरा वो हैगा
Yeah, I mean, we've been hyping
जब
up
ये
this
आगे
duelist
retirement
head-to-head
में मैं
matchup, but
academy खोलूंगा
again,
ना।
I mean, as you mentioned, in this grand final, Primi has kind of gone missing on the first map, unfortunately. He didn't really have some of those star-started moments.
यही मेरा marketing रहेगा लाला।
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to see him up
Yo.
long, but he was in backhalls with the judge like, please, don't hurt me, sir.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
भाई चुटकुलों
These
चाहिए
players,
मेरे
right,
को।
when they're this cracked, they buy a judge if they're having a bad day and they're like, I just need to get on the board. I need some safe kills. If Primi is having to do that, it's a worrisome time here for Full Sense. I need to see him activate in the next match.
What I will say though is, I felt like the rest of Full Sense played pretty well across the board though. You got value out of pretty much everybody else.
Yeah, I do think
अरे
PRX
से पहले
did
से
like a really good job
membership
shutting
ले रहा
Primi
ठीक
down
है।
with his,
What's happening on
offensive
kick?
gap. Like,
वो
there's
तो
that one
follow
round
करने के
he
बाद
lost,
पता चलेगा ना यारो।
PRX just
20 तारीख से।
flashed him and Primi just couldn't
हो
get
सकता
out
है
in time.
24
He
hours
tried to outdrive, he tried to dash
business
away, but
store
he got picked
Does
off.
it kind of knock your
Marathon
confidence like
run
he
हो
pulls
जाए।
the op-out for the
हो
first
सकता है
time and it
VCT से
immediately
watch
goes
party हो
terribly?
जाए,
Like
ऐसे
he
तो
immediately
ऐसा
feeds first pick. Like, do you think that
हो
affects the
सकता है ना।
mentality going forward and that's why you see him by the judge, or like what do you think?
I think maybe the judge wasn't really like a confidence thing. Maybe it was just strategically the best weapon to play at that Hall's angle. Yeah, so I don't really see it as like a last-ditch effort from Primi to be like, oh, I need to get back into the game. It's not like I think the judge is a really good weapon in this case for him to come in.
We saw a lot of interesting 1v1s throughout this entire map. And so if you saw those first kills there on both sides, it's pretty like evenly spread.
Yeah, the amount of rounds in this game that went down to a 1v1 was astronomical. When we talk about these teams having heavy firepower, you can see how this is going to go because they trade their way down and then it's all about those slow moments. I felt like Devi was huge in those moments as well. He came up clutch time and time again.
And we have to talk about Jing, of course. Like, while something was absolutely critical here, especially with those op kills, Jing was very impactful, or MVP for map 1 of today.
Yeah, I mean, Jing on the Phoenix has been phenomenal to watch. He's someone that's had to be a little bit more flexible with his role, especially with Ascent coming back into the pool. But we were talking about it at the start of this stage of Pacific because he was the global ACS leader. His stats were, like, ridiculous. Yeah. I don't think I've seen such a strong start to a season from any player like that in quite a while. And he was playing nothing but Phoenix and Raze, which was very much within his comfort zone.
Yeah, I think this meta has to be the meta for him because right now he's just playing on all of his best agents right now. Like his Phoenix, his Raze, I think his Raze on Lotus is going to be a big problem for Full Sense to solve the next map. But I think he really had a lot of value when he gets his ultimate on his Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like he really just paves the way for them into the bomb sites on their attacking half.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. This meta feels like it's made for him. When we look at our player matchup here, it's premiering something. These were the two heading into this that we really wanted to talk about. But you said it, Benkai. I feel like Full Sense weren't getting that value out of Primi. This was a much quieter game from him than we've seen in the past.
We got our 1v1 between the two of them, but not quite the way we won that we wanted. But here on, Cruz making some interesting calls.
Yeah, I love this call from Cruz. I think their attacking side was extremely well drilled. It was the second half where things didn't go so well for them. You see PRX start this round out with some A main control. They pick up the orb. Something looks for a kill in middle, and then you see Jing is in art to follow that up if there's needed with a flash play. And Full Sense, they just have a passive start. They don't do anything in the early round, then they go and retake this A main space and drop off Cruz. And in the meantime, you're just seeing them deny info to PRX and keep them guessing in terms of the rotations. And you see over here at Art, Cruz rips the Steel Garter, which pulls a big reaction away from PRX. Devi goes down there on the rotation over towards Art. All the Killjoy utility is down, and then Full Sense gives them the runaround and ends up in a B long post plant, and PRX have no idea what's going on in this round.
I really think the map control that they took back in A main was so important to how this round played out. Yeah. Because when they took that space, PRX had the inkling that they might hit A, then Full Sense followed it up with the Vice out going into Art to draw everybody back, and then they doubled back into B Link and went to hit B after that, which was so good from Full Sense.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like it was really nice, and I think that showed the difference in how they want to approach this very, very same comp. Now, one player I wanted to talk about a little bit for Full Sense was Leviathan, because, despite that double pistol, I feel like Leviathan was the guy doing the most damage for Full Sense. If he was at like 70% of what he was showing in this game, then I think this becomes an absolute stomp for PRX. To me, he was the only one really stepping up to save them.
Which I think was something special because he's one of the less experienced players on Full Sense who've been kept on from their last roster into this team. He was the player that they put their trust in to join the rest of the boys who have played up here in Tier 1 in Pacific. So the fact that I felt like he was the steadiest member on Full Sense in this particular game, you know, it makes me question things a little bit, especially with Primi having a little bit of an underwhelming Pearl.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of question marks. It is only map 1 after all. Lotus is going to be the next map where it's interesting because, again, we have very similar comps between the two teams. But at least now we kind of see how they play it differently.
Yeah, I mean, Fullsense did show their Lotus, and I felt like it was solid. I felt like it had potential, but they were getting the best out of their players. The problem is, this is a map where PRX have just been fantastic for such a long time. So I think you have to be feeling like they know how to play this map. They're going to be very comfortable. And Fullsense aren't really going to be able to pull out any of the PRX haven't already seen because they do it themselves.
Pearl was going to be a mirror, but they did change up the choice of Senti, and I think it worked out quite well for the value that the Vi was able to bring. But PRX have been stomping since they switched back to the Jet on this map. Something feels like he's right at home.
Yeah, I think the win condition for Fullsense right now is just how they're going to be able to deal with the duelists of the Raze and the Jet, with them diving in, and I just want to see like
but wait, let's hear from T-Love first before we come back to us.
Vâng ạ, xin chào các bạn thân mến, bên cạnh tôi là huấn luyện viên T-Love, family thuyền trưởng của Fullsense.
Two game, 1.5 game.
Như những bình luận viên đã nói đúng không ạ? Leviathan là nhân tố vô cùng quan
क्योंकि
trọng.
membership system is similar to IT. I have no idea.
Hi coach. So
I have no idea, Lala.
Fullsense, but Leviathan,
I have no idea.
Still shining. How important is he throughout the whole journey and in this series?
เขาบอกว่าพรีมี่เนี่ยเป็นสปอตไลท์ของทีมมาตลอดแต่เขาอยากรู้ว่าเลเวียธานเนี่ยมีผลยังไงต่อทีมเขาอยู่ under the spotlight มาตลอดเนี่ยก็ลีเวทานเป็นคนคัดหรือคนที่คอยเปลี่ยนเกมให้ฝั่งเราได้เปรียบครับแล้วก็เป็นคนเมเนจอันติฝั่งตรงข้ามว่าฝั่งตรงข้ามมีอันติอะไรบ้างคอยเตือนพี่ทีม
What's he calling the excellent mark kick, baby?
Always the one who reminds the team about the enemy's ultimate rotation and as well as the
हर किक पे बोलोगे वाइट पे फ्री मेंबरशिप देगा ना कल 100 गिफ्टेड किया तुम लोग के लिए
Fullsense luôn là người tập trung vào những cái nguồn thông tin này, luôn là người đốc thúc
दीदी किधर है चिलिंग
để có thể đi lên và chắc chắn rằng Leviathan sẽ cực kỳ cần thiết ở trong
पैसे से सपोर्ट करने से अच्छा वाइट पे कर दो वहाँ बस देखने जाओ क्यों बंक्स बाय +1
Leviathan is the rookie on this squad right now. We've seen moments where he can really help bring this team to victory.
Yeah, for me, he was by far the most impressive for Fullsense in that
वहाँ
map.
पे लेकिन पैसे का सपोर्ट ज़्यादा मिलता है
We need to see the rest of them step up on Lotus. We know PRX have been fantastic here. This double duelist pairing is a real 1-2 punch. Jing is back
उधर
at
देखो
home
इधर मेंबरशिप
on
लो है
that
कि नहीं
raise. For me, Fullsense, this is a
उससे दिन का 3 स्ट्रीम तुम लोग देख सकते हो 3
You know, you said about this before, Ben. PRX are the most momentum-heavy team in this game. How big is this map 2 for them?
I mean, it's gonna be really hard for Fullsense for me.
दीदी को बुलाया करो G के गेम डे
She is lucky for G. Especially on a map like Lotus.
हेलो इसका मतलब क्या मैं
नहीं
हूँ?
Rounds with Jing and something just dashing into the site, successfully getting in and getting those kills. It's gonna be hard for Fullsense to just come back mentally.
अरे लेकिन अपना रोला तो इधर है ना वही तो बड़ा ना है सब जगह.
Against the standard comp when they're playing T1 for example, and the thing that really impressed me was Primi and Jip Boy's ability to just fold those sites, but they're going to be playing a different game this time around. This is going to be a flood heavy game if they're attacking into
भाई मैं क्या
PRX's
सोच रहा हूँ
defense.
पता है मैं क्या सोच रहा हूँ जिस दिन अपना कांस्टेंट हंसो मत अभी मैं बोल रहा हूँ जिंदगी में पहली बार एक विजन है जो हंसा अंडी मंडी अभी मैं बोल रहा हूँ जो लॉल लिखा अंडी मंडी हाँ एक सेकंड जो भी हंसा या जो भी लॉल लिखा तुम्हारा ये साल बहुत बाप जाएगा इसके बाद से तो विजन देखो विजन ये है अगर अपने को किक पे कांस्टेंट अगर 1000 लोग देखे हाँ सुनो अगर किक पे कांस्टेंट 1000 लोग देखे उसके बाद इन फ्यूचर अगर टिबिच पे कांस्टेंट 1000 लोग देखे उसके बाद अपन एक 24 आवर्स बिंक्स बकचोद वाईटी रीरन चैनल खोल सकते हैं क्या बोलते हो हाँ 24 आवर्स वहाँ पे तुम लोग जस्ट चैटिंग कर सकते हो, मेरे पुराने गेम प्लेस देख सकते हो, माल कमा सकते हो, बकचोदी कर सकते हो, सब। हाँ, है कि नहीं चैट? है कि नहीं? देखो, है कि नहीं? उस दिन जिस दिन मैं स्ट्रीम नहीं भी कर रहेगा, तुम लोग को आंड खबर आ रहेगा, तुम लोग देख सकते हो. Ang thinks is Aisha speed. कौन है ये किटो? आओ इधर आओ, अरे इधर आओ, अरे आओ ना, अरे क्या हो गया? अरे ठीक है यार, गुड मॉर्निंग हो गया. Hey kiddo. Let's go, boys.
They avoid the ultimate trap. Being said though, Cruz is still going to try to
Cruz
push forward, draw some attention on this side. Turn the flash. He's gone on red, and he's able to find 2 kills. Forsaken and Jing both going to be taken down. Meanwhile, Devi under an immense amount of pressure now, cannot quite align those bandit shots.
Coach Cam.
And it looks like Full Sense may just be
चार
able to go
बंदे
3
एक को
for
मार
3
रहे थे,
pistols.
एक बंदा 4 को मारने वाला था. हाँ.
Take a hell of a play
कल
here.
वाली चाय मैं ऑलरेडी एक चाय
Indian
पी रहा हूँ, उसमें डालना पड़ेगा.
something to turn this around.
कल वाली चाय अच्छी तो थी, लेकिन मैं एकदम लेट वापस आज अलार्म से नहीं उठा. मुझे पता है, लोगों की गालियों से उठा. मैं 3 बजे उठा. 2:30 का अलार्म डाला था.
Out will connect on the both.
हाँ.
He's not there. Fighting out of this position. Easy, not impossible. Envy will be.
Bago PRX winning. Actually, thank you for the membership.
With another, gets himself into a 1v2, starts becoming a little bit more doable, but has to try to identify
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
players' positions first. Time at the same time is already gone, so won't be able to really make a go of this. Can maybe get some ult charge if he can line it up. We'll be able to take down Primi, 1 bullet remaining. And we'll be Jit Boys to find the final kill. One dead, but Full Sense, another pistol under their belts.
Actually, crazy idea, Goodish. Thank you. Subject miss कौन सा था? एक सेकंड को.
Reading here is
पढ़ा क्या
Cruz on how
मैं
PRX
भी
is
after
gonna wanna
job
play
अभी
off
chilling
that
and
4-man
eating,
stack,
dancing.
assuming that,
क्या?
you know, if we throw a smoke deep
नहीं,
towards
नहीं, नहीं.
stairs, then they're going to try to rescale because they're expecting us to do that.
भंगा.
They're going to look for a timing off that flash.
मसाला डोसा बेदोड़ा.
Right there, ready and waiting. Claim some lives, so
क्या इतना क्यूट
damage
लोग क्यों
done, but
बात कर
doesn't
रहे
make too
हैं?
big of a difference in the long run.
हाँ?
One rifle, actually, Cruz can have the vandal.
Don't think you are
Couple players
like
with
me,
Guardians.
23 years old, please.
Here.
Nades to force them back a little bit.
It buys the space to get the orb. Being one of the build-up that showstopper as fast as he can. Meanwhile, something he has put himself on an island.
Actually, वाइटी बंद करेगा क्या? What's the plan? थोड़ा आइडिया से पागल क्या? जिंदगी में नहीं करूँ मैं वाइटी बंद.
They'll usually run a
80
1-4 here.
80 साल तक स्ट्रीम करने वाला हूँ.
He's waiting to see if somebody else follows in behind the raise. They do not. Something able to find that kill frantically now backpedaling away. Gets himself over to Mound. 2 players more going to be spotted. Can he make his exit? Could maybe
जाने
top
दिया
the
क्या?
gap. Looks like he wants
Oh
blood.
shit.
He's in looking for a little bit more. Despite the paranoia connecting, he's still able to find the Leviathan. Gets the tailwind back up. And makes his exit scot-free.
Tremendous individual effort. A little bit of a smile there on something's face. That is disgusting work from him, but it's a nice setup off of what you would expect PRX to be doing in this round. Again, Devi showing presence intentionally to hide something's position. In Full Sense, walks right into the trap. Jit Boy's none the wiser. Something's still here. Not anymore.
भाई इसको भी एक पड़ी है लेकिन.
Minor touch of damage on the Kahlua. We're all still going to be
कैसे दिखाई
okay.
दिया
And that
उसको?
kill opens up the sight, so still in a decent enough position here. Our Full Sense. Premi walking forward. Hip fire shot will connect. Devi going to be taken down. And now
अकेले
3. PRX. Look, gonna get picked apart.
अकेले
Dancing around the score.
अकेले.
Find Kahlua somehow. Regardless of the round win.
Oh, blind
Still gonna be
अच्छा था
fantastic
लेकिन.
damage dealt by PRX. Smoke will fall. Premi will find the follow-up shot. Swap over
Well,
forward that Guardian and
इतना
Vandal,
heavy
but
heroic
decent
play के
efforts
बाद
here
थोड़ा
from PRX.
अकेले
Yeah, and
अकेले
you're
हो
still
गया.
feeling like all of these anti-egos
बैटिंग
are
बैटिंग
so
नहीं करो
labored
नहीं
for Full
करो.
Sense. PRX always has
संदीप
some good
डेल्टो का नहीं
plans,
रे.
some interesting
उसने अच्छा मारा
ideas.
ना.
they're just not ready for. They're getting out strategized, out macroed here a little bit, even with the day off to prepare for this. Maybe trying to fine tune some of the micro and some of the smaller details. Meanwhile, PRX is constantly still finding new layers, finding new innovations.
कितना round चाहिए वापस 4 round enough क्या?
But 3 players gliding in towards B here. Fades, he can't do the old C's nade, but PRX is going to be.
Plan क्या है? Exam coverage से बिजुदा tell कर दो. Plan ये है कि सब जगह stream करेंगे.
They're going to try to quick scale off this one. Divine at the same time has to pull back away. Still has the wall, the Thorn to try to slow things up on the approach, and Cruz has just now placed that wall of his own, so that will hold them back for the moment.
Got there just in the nick of time, or anybody could have gotten into a position to punish him.
This might just be a 3-1 paranoia through. Odbridge comes in, some damage found Cruz, taken down to 23. Divine trying to find the spot out here.
भाई जिंग ने 2 मार दिए उधर से.
For 1, Leviathan though, slow playing this, trying to give them a taste of their own medicine. Finds the first, looks for the transfer, hits it, Forsaken now dead. You can find the kill on Envy. Can almost guarantee the round win, but now it's going to be Primmy. 1v2 still needing back.
W dog.
They spike. Trailblazer will get the spot.
Concussed.
Tuss is there, and something on the swing will be able to take him down. PRX, again, a little bit rocky in the anti-bonus. They have 2 players survive. They do manage to get themselves on the board.
Yeah.
ना तो बंक्स भाई कल से सेम टी-शर्ट. एक सेकंड तू रोज ना के भी एक मैप जीता था क्या तू? नहीं ना.
But again, the macro idea really nice. You're able to scale up out of beat. You know you've got them pinned. Almost disaster. Envy has been really steady here this weekend in Vietnam.
I need to blow something up.
Kept them in
भाई
with
गरम
another
चाय
shout.
जब ये
Guardian and a
करके
judge
जाते हैं ना एकदम नीचे तक
damage
पेट.
suffered there. There goes Jing. Just doing a little bit of check.
Well, something. Quick exit. Traps to get himself onto the site. Does find a bit of damage there on the perimeter. Will be able to heal.
Thorn? Oh fuck, the blue Thorny bro.
On the shorty, however, not going to be able to do a damn thing for something. Other than find a little bit more damage, but Primmy goes away with the second kill. Divine now going to be struck down. Taken up close, has that judgment, cannot escape. He's not fast enough on the TP. Cruz does well to capitalize.
वाइस के टॉन्ट्स में फास्ट कैसे गए साइड?
Things get even more dire. Got the Seekers.
हम लोग गलत वैलोरेंट खेलते क्या बे?
PRX tucking back to the opposite side of the map, saving their guns.
For sure. And this is what you've been looking for full sense is Primmy
to
to activate this time as the tip of the spear. Getting up on top of that box and finding 2 huge kills.
Bro, blind.
Falling back with the shorty.
Leviathan ka blind.
Something and just gave up a little bit too much space there where the shorty shots can't do enough damage. It takes Primmy down to 80 in the long run. Full sense. Nice little adjustment here, just turning up the pressure on the Divide. A lot of times he's going to be on his own over there, so now you can start pulling that extra player over to the C site, working the rest of the map a little bit.
Mod APK hai matlab?
Especially if PRX is going to commit a lot of presence to A rubble early. Be able to punish
के साथ?
that weak side on C.
चप करके स्लो ही तो जाते हैं.
No problem.
बूस्टर थोड़ी लगता है गाफ में.
Other teams where they're just using the jet and the raise to get over that wall before you're even ready to try to defend his device. Look at PRX. 4 players now over at C.
आने का तुम लोग को.
Might commit to it early. Let's see.
Times that they're ready for something. Pops those slow drift over.
All the leg.
Yeah, should have seen a pixel there of Cruz. Very wary about this. He's called for the full reinforcements to join him on this side of the map. So the stack from PRX not going to be finding much of anything as Primmy goes up and over the top and just has to drift away.
Something का.
Seekers now going to be sent
अगर वो रबल लगता तो उसका हो गया था रबल.
Already given up a couple turkeys in that previous map. They do not want to do so again. So spot over the drop. Just widely ignores
Good
that one.
for one.
Find a kill. Kahlua going to be taken down. Interrupts and slows the process of getting the spike in play. But Jit Boys, he'll collect that. Now he's going to be one away from a showstopper.
देखो जिंगो के पास ult touch है.
Jing does have his.
Paranoia. Flash, he's able to turn that away from that one, but no, Indy holds his own, is able to find that kill. Jit Boy's now going to be taken down, and as you say, Jing had the showstopper invested. Didn't manage to find a kill with him, but still got Primmy.
Bro, look क्या भाई
going to be chucked in. Slow up this approach.
क्या ये?
Anticipating Forsaken falling in, be now gone through the corner. Jake
God.
trying to kill onto Leviathan. The Steel Garden going to be invested by Cruz. Has to rescale forward here, back into the site. Manages to avoid taking damage, and that is a fantastic fadeaway shot. Another Red Bull clutch for Full Sense.
टेक्निकली अल्ट में पीछे जा सकता है और गन से लड़ सकते थे एलेक्स भाई देखो.
It's a lot invested here by both sides, but Full Sense very happy to come away with this. It came dangerously close, but something opts to stick around and drop, and I think that's just a little bit ahead of the rest of the team here. I thought he was going to play for the rest, to get in there for the retake.
Time था.
I think if he's a little bit more patient, if he waits a little bit further back towards spawn or something like that instead, he doesn't get identified by that boom bot, and he's able to come in there and be a little bit more effective with his ult, but now he's got the op.
Time था 101% time था.
Able to find that kill. Teleports forward into the corner of the Jit Boys. He saw enough, so he's still able to go ahead and get that read. Takes him down. Meanwhile, Leviathan's trying to TP into the back. He ends up getting caught.
मारो.
Cleans that up and oh my God! Really hit that one. And Paper Rex, a dominant round.
Do versus squad कर लिया लाला.
For these first several rounds of this half, and we'll be able to find their second.
Just great trading here for Paper X, and I don't mind this TP at all from Forsaken. If he eats that rocket, that's fine. You know, that opens up more space for that operator for something to keep being an absolute nuisance on it, and he hits an absolutely disgusting shot in here too.
Shot मारा उसने.
Good.
Soak में headshot.
That one's better. Gosh.
Barely even saw the loop into the flick.
Yeah. It's just unreal what he can do with that operator sometimes.
Just a second round win. There's still a decent buy here for Full Sense to try to maintain control and sleep back here under their belt even further, but Forsaken able to dodge out the majority of the time. The Poison Leviathan, however, able to respond with 2 kills.
Bro, Jingu बचा लिया यार. Jingu यार. Jingu बचा लिया यार.
1v2. Trailblazer going to be sent forward.
Jingu बचा लिया. क्या टाइमिंग में आया बे दवाई. Fast बे.
Paper X 1 away from tying it up.
Yeah, and they've just made some good early round reads to get the right pieces in the right places.
5 second में round खत्म हो रहा है.
Full Sense, and off that early smoke, they know exactly what that Blade Storm wants to do. And Forsaken puts himself in a great position here to use his paranoia to shut Primi down. There's no hope there. And then they've got some really nice trading going on. Great to find 2 there. And then a little bit of a bait off of the Trailblazer. Buy something to tee up Divide.
ये भी लड़ेगा problem नहीं.
Like that. Exactly what Paper X wants. I mean, there's a quote from something I believe that we ran at the start of the show. It's great from Cruz. He wants to see the rounds ending at, 1 minute 30 seconds remaining. He wants to see the 5v5. He wants to see the messy play. That's how they're able to take down Global Esports. That final round on Ascend and something. He's just pushing forward, looking for more. Will pass over that operator. It's Kahlua Forest trouble.
Yeah!
They come to regret this. The answer's going to be no. Forsaken is watching it. Has that stairs angle protected.
Trophy.
Off to be carried forward, and Paper Rex continuing to string these rounds together.
No, you're exactly right. These are just starting to really Paper X's play style into their ideas. Again, good reads from Cruz and some of the early stuff on the round. That extra layer from Paper X is something maybe again overstaying his welcome, but he knows he's got reinforcements behind him. So he can be a little bit aggressive. Full Sense going to take a pause.
ये play किसके वजह से बना?
Got to be careful
Guess
about
करो.
wanting to overcommit to some of these fights. Look at this. They're losing.
It's the goat
There's a
second,
timeout.
baby.
You've already lost map 1 and they're laughing. I mean, I love that about them.
It's the goat second.
Their mental has become
इतना प्यारा
very,
time
very
पे
strong
उसने
in their own
smoke
way.
डाला है ना. Deep वाला उनके तरफ.
Meanwhile, this guy.
Still, he's down.
Primi is him. Primi him.
He wants that first seed. Tied up 4-4.
Poor guy.
PRX are really weaseling their way back into this map, so.
By GPA depends on this.
I mean, you got somewhere to be immediately after the game? There's like a test?
Go study.
आवाज बढ़ा.
Yeah,
Binks मतलब एक को
Maybe
B
it's just big test tomorrow and
B की तरफ रोक देने
studied
का.
enough.
Anchor करने के लिए.
Open for the 3-0 so you can go home early.
That or sometimes watching Paper X play, you lose brain cells, so it could be that.
You might be onto something there.
Back into it, Full Sense. chance to try to reach.
प्रेमी बस जी आ जाए फिर दिखाते हैं PRX को.
Into this.
अबे
Yeah, Leviathan
तेरी तो.
keeping this one up. He's staring in towards C, but Leviathan's playing quite far back. Meanwhile, something is scaling forward.
That's that flank util already dealt with.
Stopper into the corner. Kahlua.
भाई मेरे को अभी समझा ट्रिपल सेंटर वर्क क्यों नहीं किया चैट. मजाक से हटकर.
17 HP, but I think he's staring at the paint shells, wondering, is that going to kill me? No. Jing swinging the corner, absolutely is. Flash packs forward, can't quite track Grimmy though. He will be able to come away with another kills. Causes a distraction. Leviathan peeks the corner. He finds that shot. Suddenly, we're into a 2v2. And that's what I'm talking about.
Don't give him the resets.
The brain cells, I can feel them. They're evaporating.
You give Primmy the reset on the dash.
They keep playing this corner. They have to know, they have to suspect it, and they do. But Levi still able to find the one, trying to find the timing here against the operator. But Leviathan cannot get it drawn back out.
Almost PRX हो
I
गया.
will be able to catch the double kill. Spare them their blushes in this round that nearly escapes them.
I think Unk was lecturing him a little bit there at the end, saying, don't do that again. Like, don't give this away. We had this round in the bag. Don't go chasing Primmy. Because it's going to lead to some not so great results.
भाई इसको देख के मेरे को मेरा जेट का याद आ गया.
Mr. Reliable.
हंस रहे बे.
I can read what
you don't need subtitles for that one.
I can lip read that.
Just about anybody could. Your native languages. We all know what that one said. Ooh, great shot. It's a shutdown here onto something.
Sir, मेरे को समझा पता है ट्रिपल सेंटर के वक्त में क्या.
Language is going to be continuing in the PRX coaching booth.
Last 2-3 राउंड से
that one's just
PRX किसको ढूंढ के मार रहे.
He went for the ego peek and won.
हाँ? Vice को.
Has to get the hell out of here.
है कि नहीं?
Steel Garden to maybe buy a little bit of time and space.
Wall is slowed up the remaining players, trying to work their way through it. Divide just hit the fadeaway shot at a Primmy. Looks for Chick Boys, catches him as well. Set of bullets. Kahlua is able to capitalize on that kill. At the same time,
oh bro, crispy pro match.
Poking and prodding through the door, gets Kahlua and keeps us into a 2v2. Steel Garden online might have to be invested here.
I like the change of direction now by Envy. He's created so much attention over there.
भाई अच्छा है वो लोग को अभी पीछे का भी देखना पड़ेगा.
Got a pretty good read. Leviathan so weak. He has a Steel Garden of his own. There it goes.
Oh, shot.
Ready for Leviathan to the scale forward. Meanwhile, Envy now going to be losing his weapon. Gets dinked through the corner. Leviathan will be able to take him down 5-5. Full sense. Great round in response to tie it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a matter of time in some ways before Primmy starts to come to life, and you know, maybe PRX hit that one map pick, but if he starts heating up here, just as he was swinging back down with the crosshairs. So sturdy, played that out really nicely as an anchor, but full sense committing. Yeah. How is he ready for that?
All on that timing. It's not going down without a fight.
Tilt में भी क्यों लगता है वो?
Just widely ignoring him there.
क्या blinded था बे? ऐसे खड़ा था वो.
Something. So dash at the ready, goes for the peak, and they are not paying attention. That Pepsi
और
not
outside
time again.
सारा दीवार block कर रहा है.
Meanwhile, be able to find Cruz off screen. Forsaken going to be traded out. Player advantage is in hand for something. That's smoke blooming right as Primmy starts to scale forward. Going to be popped. He will respect these. Not going to try to push past these. Eat the damage. Divide at the same time. Silent walk. Back of sight. He will get spotted.
दो बंदे पता है.
Ooh, the check-in. On that operator once again. Be at the same time though, trying to slow down this approach. Primmy is clean. One taps. Gets himself the 3K.
Hey, bhai.
And now PRX back into a
5 के लोगों ने 3 लाइक किया है. Unbelievable. Like करो chat.
At their best is when
Fun
they're
likes. Like
cautiously aggressive. They want to push some space. They want to take some aggressive timings with that op, with the this is just a little bit unfortunate for Cruz, but Divider being ultra consistent. Primmy's so ready for him to swing off of something shot there while Primmy's waiting right outside the wall.
क्या कर रहे हो लोग? 6-7 क्या है वो?
Primmy off guard. All these little things. Oh,
he read it. He was watching that position, but
Bro, उसका updraft का sound नहीं आया
a little bit later ends up catching him off guard. Meanwhile, the flash going to be going in, and Devi is completely overwhelmed.
flash था.
No idea what had hit him. Now shows up right at the ready, and that's going to be Jing dead. Gives his life in exchange for that kill. Primi pushing forward past Waterfall, able to find a kill, and that's going to be Forsaken now left in a 1v4.
By blind अच्छा था ना.
Full sense. Tie this up 6-6, and they shall. Perfectly balanced at the half.
Yeah, just
Not
great
bad,
adjustments
6-6.
on both sides, and again, Full Sense winning some of those early contact fights. It felt like if
Thoda
they could win
bad
that early fight against
FS के लिए.
something, that gave them a
Thoda.
huge advantage, a lot of confidence in those rounds.
But PRX के लिए it's good half, dude.
Basic as it seems, sometimes it really just does come down to that. Can you remove that operator? Look at this, just beautiful from Jit. And bye, no hope. You got Blade Storm, you got Showstopper, just keep pushing angles, keep clearing players out of PRX and making that post plant
Better than
that much
Tento
easier.
language. Oh my.
Okay,
God.
it's a 6-6, but it is Lotus, and is that good enough here for Full Sense?
Giveaway! Yale!
There's one thing that people love.
Yale!
Doesn't matter what kind
अरे
of
अरे.
event it is.
Free
बस
stuff.
दो ही था.
T-shirts being thrown into a crowd.
Yes, the best.
वो पीछे देख wingman.
Been having one hell of a weekend here. Getting the talk.
Please save the table.
They're saying what we already knew, what we have been talking about, which is just how exciting
Yellow!
and meaningful it is to see an event like this brought to their doorstep.
Yellow!
We've seen plenty of signs out there as well, begging for a Masters or a Champions to
Ah,
be
yeah.
hosted here. And given the response and given the turnout that we've been seeing from them, I think it's inevitable that will happen.
Well, this is a country that's just enthralled with esports and has been hungry, starving to get some big events here. And
दो
this
लोगों
is
के लिए
just
सिर्फ दो.
the beginning.
तू
I
बोला
imagine
करके चार
Valorant
दिए.
in Vietnam. I think we will absolutely be back again based on the reaction. We have packed houses the last couple of days. So loud in here you can barely think straight.
बोलो पंजाब जीतेगा. नहीं
this
नहीं
is
टफ
dirty.
है पंजाब के लिए थोड़ा सा.
4 sheriffs behind this as
Look
well.
at Cruz, he's trying to bait him out.
No. I'm playing alone. I'm playing on that side. There's
Yeah,
one upstairs. There's
it's just
definitely no
me.
stack upstairs.
Just me, guys.
There's
क्या
no
था
one else
बे
on the other
bait?
side of the map here, though. Top flash into the B. A quick take of this one, and if they just go for the full pivot to C, okay.
ये सब रैंक गेम्स में नहीं दिखना चाहिए. अब भी बोल रहा हूँ. 5 मैंने अब भी मैं बोल रहा हूँ.
It's just a matter of are you going to be able to intercept Full Sense when they get there. Got a little bit of util still.
No one's
Paint
watching
shells.
this at the moment.
Yeah.
It's just a full push through the connector. Or rather through upper, I should say.
कोई
Themselves into the
है
site.
नहीं साइट में.
Contact yet. Paranoia going to be sent out. Connects on the no one. Very deep one. I've been on that paint shell. In B. Respecting that damage on his teammate. Turns to the side. He's going to find one. Kahlua, however, is going to be coming away with 2. Jing now is going to be taken down. And it is all on the buy. As PRX, these pistols continuing to potentially elude them. As Full
Bro,
Sense.
एक एक
They're going to
दे
go 4 for 4.
दोनों.
Yeah,
क्या
why not?
retake मारा?
They just win some of those battles there. Envy using the
Something
paint
का
shells
एक
to
मारना
try
था
to
ना?
confuse Full Sense. Like, certainly he wouldn't walk through his own paint shells. PRX does that quite often, and they're able to react fast enough. They're just not able to really hit their shots. I mean, he has to turn on to Jit Boys, who's swinging, looking at him. Just a great push out of the smoke. I mean, you're setting up
उधर even trades नहीं हो पाए यार.
crisscross there, an X both ways. I hope he's not mad.
A little slap at the table.
Retrieving flash.
Why they are not playing
Bad
side?
relief,
क्योंकि वो लोग ने
Yeah.
city control रखा था
Played
ना.
that
उधर
really
का
nicely.
control था.
Full stack one side of the map.
Spike के लिए खेल रहे थे
Open
लोग.
up
कोई
2
problem
sites and
नहीं
then
है
still be
उससे.
able to win the round. It's going to be filled damn
Bro.
good, as does that from Primi.
जो trophy
Kills the
दिया था
outlaw
PRX
Kahlua
को
forward into the smoke,
अभी
able
इनको
to
दो.
find Jing.
चलो.
He's going to look for a little bit more. Maybe a slight overheat. Forsaken will be able to find a nice headshot, but
Bye bye बार है
maybe
अभी.
the cleanest anti-eco that we've had from
अभी
Full
bye
Sense
बार है
yet.
chat.
That being said, Cruz is going to be scraping forward, boosted forward, I believe, by Jit Boys on Blast Pack. And that is going to be them with 4 players surviving.
हल्का सा FS लग रहा है.
Starting
Love
off
it
this
bye,
half
love it
2-0.
to मेरे
Now
bye.
you're starting to feel pretty good about Full Sense because, like you said, that's the cleanest anti-eco we've seen from them so far. And Primi able to find a ton of value with that outlaw, just a couple players swinging into it. He's ready for the follow-up. Killer One, no problem there, holding the line with the Sheriff, and away they go. All full armors, though, for PRX, so that Outlaw can't find the one tap, but got a good read.
Headshot. Up down into the smoke zone. Something somehow comes away with two. Glue and Chip Boys eliminated up. Something finds himself a third. Remy will be able to sit him down along last, but there's an immense amount of damage dealt by the enemy Jet.
Remy looks too good. वो है भाई.
Once again, perhaps into B.
भाई ऐसे नहीं बोलते रैंक ग्राइंड करो. Example सामने लाला.
By here, gonna try to sell the B fake while the team rotates in the other direction, but Cruz hasn't moved.
कितने टाइम वो नंबर 1 रेडिएंट था पता है? घर जाएगा.
Now that you hear tap on the door, the footsteps at Mound. Remy needs to start rotating in. Trying to get that time and get that kill. He cannot. He does manage to get in.
गन गिरा सकता है क्या Primi?
Unhealable. Opportunity perhaps for Primi now.
दो बंदे एक हिट के हैं.
Trying to make go of this.
हाँ?
Blazer will find nothing. Tap at the door. Gives him the shit up, but Davai
watches it. Davai big clean lag raha hai aaj.
Doesn't let him get the ball rolling. So another anti-bonus. Still no conversion.
Can you explain the format once? Does G qualify for London? They already qualified.
He's starting to wake up. I definitely am starting to see
London
signs of
जा
life.
रहे.
Madness. Let's go swinging in
वो
there.
लोग plane में बैठ चुके
I
हैं.
mean, I knew it had to be crazy. I'm like, he's in his own cloudburst. That third one.
Playing off the death of his own teammate.
Yep.
Technically अगर देखा जाए. Technically.
So they come through with
first team to reach London अपन है. है कि नहीं चैट? ये लोग तो दोनों खेल रहे.
But now they're looking for a pacey hit on a B.
हाँ?
Ball's going to be popped. Locks the spike out for now, but chuck that up and over the top. Meanwhile, something he is in deep at upper, finding Jit Boys with an exit from stairs. At the same time, trying to out-lurk the lurker of full sense, and he showers. He locks on for the headshot. Clean stuff from Divide, but now getting a little bit scrambled in where he should go. Weapon's going to be drawn back out, and Leviathan will be able to find him. Premi at the same time, catching Envy on that peek out from main. They get this back into a 3v3. This is very winnable for full sense. Paranoia forward.
Bro, क्या counter blind दिया है?
Looking for Premi.
क्या counter blind दिया है? क्या need दिया है भाई?
Lock off the two remaining
Bro,
players.
अगर वो blind नहीं रहता ना, Premi का kill था free.
They can. They have to back away. The call to retreat has been sounded. They will go ahead and hold on.
Dash के बाद अगर blind देता था ना, free kill था Premi का.
A crucial round for PRX on this map because it's the first rifle v rifle round here of this half. It's going to tie things back up, but something does a nice job just going forward, just going W, and Jit isn't ready. And then even though you lose two players on the backside of PRX here, that's totally fine because you've got all the information on where all of Full Sense is, so you can just tunnel all three players onto that B main entrance door and just set up a crossfire and dare Full Sense to beat it. It's very, very difficult to do, and also, you know, PRX just showed you why.
उसका क्या?
Even though you linger a few players out there, it's very, very worth. Make sure that that post plan is clean.
क्या अच्छा ना smoke?
Beat main at the moment. PRX at the same time making plenty
ये
of
होती है
noise
chat
outside of A.
practice. ये होती है.
Tap of the door, taking a little back pedal. Boys,
there.
yeah, he's going to stay tucked behind tree. Be a break of the door and a split into the B side now. He's going to try to sell this one. He'll be able to spot at the one player. Jit Boys for now still unread. They get noted. Paint shells over towards main. PRX reading this position potential, and something will be watching
my
for
God,
Envy at the
इसने
same
तीनों को
time.
मारा!
Massacres them outside of the A site.
क्या?
Who's only able to find the
Oh
one.
shit! पैसा नहीं है अभी इनके
Wrap
पास.
around towards upper, but as that flash confirms nothing on that C connector side. Oh, they get the read. He gets a ding there, but he'll be able to eventually find the spray down. Can he hold on to this weapon? It's going to be an upgrade. A Phantom now in hand. Ding, however, will quickly hound him down. PRX now into the lead of 9-8.
Bring back crazy! PRX.
Play here. I like the way Full Sense plays this round.
ज़्यादा देखने मिलेगा. Technically जी जानबूझकर हारी ताकि ज़्यादा दिन मिले दूसरे टीम का गेम प्ले एनालाइज करके प्रैक्टिस करने. अब मास्टर ट्रॉफी पक्का है और नहीं तो क्या भाई?
Clears both sides of the door.
Disgusting. Beautiful. This right here from something is the round saver. Could have gone real awry, real fast. He's watching for that angle the whole time.
Now it's another fractured purchase and something.
Trying
to exploit this.
Oh boy.
Bringing out the paint shell, spotted the one. Does have to take the tailwind out, and Jing is going to be caught. It's a very nice shot from Cruz over at C.
Having a really good map. Cruz is positive in the KD.
Doing a damn good job. Seeker's going to be sent something over, hangs on that angle.
अरे एक गोली मार रहा है, reload कर रहा है, एक गोली मार रहा है, reload कर रहा है.
Dead. Off screen means the C site is open.
क्या है ये?
And now 3 players on this approach. Something unable to split them apart here, but Divide looks for that re-peek, but ends up losing his life as well. Suddenly, player advantage here for Full Sense, but boys, the heals coming through will push him back up towards full health. Here the boom bot dodges the paranoia. NB looking to deliver once again. TP forward, but Forsaken is there to cover.
NB के पीछे TP
It
मारा
gets
उसका
close,
idea भी
but
नहीं था
PRX still, their heads above the water.
क्या blind dodge के भाई,
Round
sexy
that
one
really comes down.
भाई है बे, team है, दोनों team है बे.
Cruz winning his
team
battle.
है.
Then you're able to clear something out of the B pillars. I mean, start to think that this is pretty doable. But Envy has been red hot the last couple of rounds. The lie there probably should have at least gotten one. He's kicking himself a little bit, I'm sure. But again,
हर्ष भाई इंग्लिश बोल रहे हैं क्यूटी के साथ.
इधर आके वो बताएगा ना स्टोरी. Who's got the aim, frankly.
बंग भाई क्या हुआ? जिंक्स का पावर गया. Excuse me.
Full Sense going to use their last time out. PRX hasn't even used one.
If budget is not a problem, can you suggest the best mouse and keyboard? Budget problem नहीं, पहला तो cast दस membership लो. सबसे पहले. Exclamation mark join. हमारे premium WhatsApp group को join करो. उसके बाद 200 gifted members.
Won it globally as well, of course.
उसके बाद 150 रुपए का माउस, 400 रुपए का कीबोर्ड.
Falling the wayside versus Full Sense, or rather versus Gongshim, I should say. FSNS.
By the way, मैं V3 Pro यूज कर रहा हूँ और SS का माउस पैड यूज कर रहा हूँ. SS के कीबोर्ड, सॉरी SS का कीबोर्ड यूज कर रहा हूँ. तो SS का कीबोर्ड अच्छा है और रजोर का माउस अच्छा है.
Santiago. Final timeout call.
उसके बाद बजट इश्यू हो जाएगा. Language.
There's still an opportunity for them to bring this one back. Have to slow down PRX. They've been looking right as rain on this attacker side because this is the one map where they maintain a better win rate on their attacker side compared to their defense. Forsaken, however, isolated himself. He likes those odds.
Oh, NT पे almost line of fire, भाई.
Meanwhile, Jing caught on entry. Cruz holds down the B site.
मैं चली
chasing those seekers. Something is able to dash away, keep himself alive, and he has the heals to push him back to
Yeah, this is a nice hold on the B site. Cruz doing a good job finding that all-important kill there.
क्या करना पड़ता है यार.
Right, tons of pressure going to be coming his way, and I don't know if that wall's going to help him. Depends on the timing.
भी खा रहा है.
Back around the
Bro!
He does.
Bro!
Now they know exactly where he's at.
You're going to have a chance as PRX. Something going to wield the blades.
Might have to if the Steel Garden especially comes into play.
बहुत दूर है वो लोग.
Trying to maybe get ahead of this.
दरवाजा खोल के करंट्स ने क्या है लेकिन.
Be aware that someone will push forward aggressively. Guiding light forward, gets play confirmation. Quickly tuck out of this one. In deep. Wait for the pop flash. Going to find himself in. He's able to catch one. Chipper's going to lead out something to repeat. He'll find one as well. Cruz eliminated. Now it's just Kahlua. A 1v2 and a high-low setup here on the corner that he cannot break.
Oh my god.
If I will find the final.
Oh my
PRX
god.
will get themselves up to 11. A 3-round lead now over Full Sense.
I have been so impressed with Envy on this map at times this year. The way that he's able to use his utility to set himself up, to set his teammates up, I think has been underrated. But today, you're getting a glimpse of what he's capable of, what we know he can bring to the table. All those years on Team Secret being such a force.
कितना गाली खाया था बे.
Difference maker again for PRX.
पहले गेम में भर रहे थे बे उसको.
Space won by PRX. Forsaken's all the way over in stairs.
That he is, that he's still able to find one.
उससे
Kalua's gonna be
पहला मार भी
eliminated.
दिया
Right off the
blue
rip.
flag
Paradox
डाला
Bruce, he's up on top of the box.
क्या ये
Turns him to the side of Baby Dory. He's missed about two. Shitboys and Brimmy both deleted. All of a sudden, it's just Cruz left standing. As Forsaken goes for one of the most manic plays that we've seen. And somehow he continues to get away with it. The cleanup is there. Map point locked in.
Good
Do you feel
second
like other
round,
teams
boys.
just watch Paper Rex's Omen play and go,
This is
"Well,
how
there's no
a
way
good
we'd ever get away
second
with
round
it."
looks
They
like.
have to, but
He's a magician.
study this man. Study his brain. It's operating differently.
He's a savant.
It's just insane.
Unreal. He's
Bro,
gonna TP in his, I mean, that TP on Ascent he had yesterday.
चार
caught
बंदे
GE
थे
off guard,
पे
and it's just an
चार
uncharacteristic spots that he's finding
चार
gaps. He's like downloading your defensive setups into his
चार
brain, and he knows where you're not going to commit resources, so he has the ability to get in there.
We're on the peak, looking for the kill. Showstopper going to be sent out, and Jing will give his
Hey,
life
dash
for that
किधर हो?
trade. Worth Divide at the same time is able to find Shit Boys. And that's just everyone.
उसने
cut
किया था
down.
शायद
Duelists gone. Steel Garden is invested on an empty C site.
वो लोग बेचारे थे खुद से लड़ रहे उधर सी पे अपन तो ए पे लाला
Desperation continues to build
भाई
for
दे
full
दो
sense.
ट्रॉफी भाई पैंच दे दो भाई
And they're gonna
भाई
get
सोचो
there, right,
वो
as the
लोग
rest of them are
एफएस वाले
arriving.
इतना
Fly already
अच्छा
holding line.
खेल के इतना मार
Running
के
line.
भी हार रहे बे क्या जानवर है ये टीम
Confirmation. Trailblazers sent and quickly
Huh?
cleared. Head spotted of Leviathan.
पिस्तौल राउंड कितना बाप कहलाता है एफएस 5 मैन ए स्टैक के बाद बी रिटेक
Leviathan. Another potential big round from him. Re-TP's back
ऐसा
up
भी
to
नहीं
row.
हार रहा है जीत भी रहा है
Managed
देखो
to get them into an advantage situation.
कितना अच्छा मारा उसने तो जीत भी रहा है टीम है जीत सकता है ऐसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है नॉर्मल है
But Cruz is watching for this swing in the corner. Will be able to sit him
Read
down
देखो
now.
बे,
It's just
read
on
देखो.
something, a 1v3. Spot out onto the vice. The scale forward. The double stacked. Kalua perseveres. Full sense able to stick around
Coach Cam,
at least for a
please.
bit longer here on
Please.
Lotus, but they still need 3 more to take this into overtime.
But it
प्लीज
just is Leviathan again who
Please.
finds these moments here today where he's able to get a round to go for full sense that they probably shouldn't be winning. I mean, you're in a 4v3 as Paper Rex. You've killed Primi. And you know he's there.
ब्रो ने
You're able to
अच्छा
dodge
मारा
the
है
paranoia.
ब्रो ने कोच कैम ने एक्चुअल में अच्छा
Envy
मारा
might have swung before his gun was up after planting.
ब्रो ने
A little bit of a
एक्चुअल में
micro
अच्छा
air,
मारा
getting a
एक्चुअल
little
में
bit
अच्छा मारा
anxious.
चैट कोच
After
कैम
having
वाला
some
फंडा
incredible
नहीं था
plays, just felt, you
अच्छा
know,
मारा है
when you get in
उसने
that zone, sometimes it works against
पड़ी
you.
है
Something going to go for the attack side op. Blades behind it, been sitting
पड़ी है
on that
पड़ी
for
है
a
पड़ी है
while. 3 in a row for full sense to take it to OT. Slow around, probing for information was Forsaken over at the front of B. Something just looking to see. I mean, without anybody peeking there, you suspect that the Vice isn't on C. So does that make you feel comfortable to try to head in that direction, or are you thinking maybe we can just go for A here? Vice going to hear a
बी
lot of
रिक्लेयर कर दिया
maybe.
वो लोग बताए बी रिक्लेयर कर दिया
Thing getting closer and closer. Primi, they're around the corner. Noise made. Lucian's back through,
ब्रो
but being
सब
matched by
जगह
full
बे वो
sense.
देखना ए पे दरवाजा खोल
players.
के टीपी डाल रहा है उधर ओमेन का विजन काट
Leading
लिया
to the side of the map. H-Shell gonna be
और
sent.
भाई
Little repivot though, and on the peak, Cruz
Oh
some kind of
my
punish.
God!
Maybe to take down
Chad
Jig, but something
Vice
is there ready and
करेगा!
waiting. Up in hand, hits the headshot for good measure, and now Nabai is in around the
सब
back,
मरे!
looking for these kills. Ooh.
अरे
Will be able to shut him down.
यार
Forsaken takes the first, but something just
Hey.
tucked in alongside the smoke. A
मैं
thief
चला
in the
side.
night
30 seconds left.
escapes with his life and steals away the hopes
हाँ
of full
बंदा है
sense
बे वन
running back
चालू
this
उधर
map.
अलग से कस्टम रूम बना लो भाई
Primi now in a 1v3 in B.
Yeah.
Maybe to take
तीन तरीके से जीत
first
जाते हैं चुप
potential
रहो
final fight of this map. But he just doesn't know where something is. He has no clue that he's repositioned.
उसको अभी भी 1v1 कर लेगा
Hoops up another weapon. The tap of the
Something
door.
उधर पहुंच गया
Potentially freedom on the other side as the smoke will dissipate the base in. It's going to be Forsaken to get them over the line. 13-9. Paper Rex now up by 2
ब्रो
in this series.
औरा
Full
फार्मिंग
sense.
कर रहे हैं
They
चैट
want that first seed at Masters
औरा
London
फार्मिंग
and
कर रहे
they
हैं
want to
एक्चुअली
lift their first
बहुत बात कर रहा
Pacific
है
trophy. He will have to pull off a reverse sweep.
He plays insane. Dawai
Seems like a tall
insane.
order to keep
Something
Paper Rex
there
from
hai.
getting their third VCT
Goat
Pacific
second play
trophy.
insane.
I'm not counting them out just yet. They were starting to get a little bit engaged here and there on Lotus.
Jingu
Pushing
ulta
Paper
nahi
Rex
dikha
with a
be.
tremendous team on that map.
Q2
A
apna
little bit here and
MVP.
there, but going to take a lot. Fracture coming up
Dukh raha tha
next.
lekin
and,
wo bhi anda.
both these teams, I think, can be pretty solid on Fracture, so I would expect it to be pretty close, but just have to wait and see.
Can only hope. From a 6-6 half again into Paper Rex just streaking on that attacker side. It's rough for Full Sense out here. So a reverse sweep going to be necessary for them. Fracture, the second map pick in this best of 5. We'll see if that could be the staging ground for a reverse sweep, but you're going up against the originators, the first ones to ever do it in a BO5. It's a tall order.
Hey bhai, जानवर भाई, जानवर team bro, जानवर.
It's a lot to ask, but it would be a hell of a way to
Chal
get
badal,
yourself into
member
one
se
that if
mere
you can
jaan
do
kar
it.
de.
And what a team to do it against, you would have to be
अच्छा खेल रहा है लेकिन दोनों टीम अच्छा खेल रहा है यार.
Absolutely. We know that they're capable of it. We've seen the potential. We've seen the performances from them. We'll see if they can bring a little bit more of that out on Fracture when we come back.
लेकिन आउटशाइन कर रहे हैं
Xin chào các bạn,
PRX.
chào tụi mình. Bên cạnh tôi là thuyền trưởng của PRX, huấn luyện viên Alex. Thêm một map thi đấu thứ hai nữa mà PRX thi đấu cực kỳ là điềm tĩnh và bản lĩnh. Tất cả đều được gói gọn lại trong một từ thôi. Đó chính là chính xác. Vậy ai đang là người cầm nhịp của PRX?
आज EMA फाइनल से बेस्ट ऑफ 5. Yes sir.
Precise fights.
डर के वर्सेस
We all know your team's in-game leaders, but who's setting the pace?
Yeah, usually if it's a faster round, I think it's Ding would decide exactly how the utility goes. But for the slower rounds that we've been playing, it's all something, Davai and it's the 4 of them basically, the other 4.
Trong những cái round thi đấu mà bên phía của PRX chọn chơi nhanh thì Jing sẽ là người đưa ra cái tốc độ và để xem liệu rằng PRX
कौन भोसड़ी का बोल रहा था एक की आईजेल है. मैं बोला था वो लोग में सब आईजेल है. मैं पहले बोला था. ऑलरेडी ये सेम चीज मैंने पूछा था, मैंने बात किया था. सब आईजेल है उधर. जिसको जो वाइब आता है जैसे खेलने का दूसरा बंदा कॉल देता है.
close out another map, but you can see Alex's face there. He's not celebrating yet. This man has seen reverse sweeps happen on his team too many times to celebrate too early, despite the remarkable performance.
Yeah, you can't let your guard down if you're Paper Rex, but another fantastic map performance.
भाई एक्शन में अच्छा है ना. लोग बोलते हैं आईजीएल्स कांट शूट, लेकिन टीम में सभी आईजीएल है, तो थियरी गलत हो गई.
For one of the best in the world.
Yeah, I mean, Full Sense, that's 4 from 4 pistols and they've walked away from both maps empty-handed. It's going to start to get frustrating at some point. And similarly to Pearl, a massive streak of rounds on the attacking side from Paper Rex. It feels like they are running circles around Full Sense. Something is really setting the tempo with some of the aggressive plays at the entrying. Forsaken's everywhere on the Omen, and Device lurks have been amazing. Honestly, he keeps finding gaps on the map, and you get this initial point of contact where Full Sense is responding to that pressure, and then Device just walking through the map for free.
Yeah, I feel like everything's just working for Paper Rex right now. It feels like even when the rounds are looking dire, they're able to turn it around. They're just hitting that next level of form that we want to see from them. On the side of Full Sense, Primi had a better game from map 1. That's a positive sign, but really it's back against the wall time now. You have to reverse sweep this. We need to see Full Sense really start to step up.
We did, yeah, like you said, we saw a step up from Primi there, and we did expect Paper X to close out this map quite dominantly based on history. They are just so good at this map, especially with this comp. They originated this comp. A lot of the style of this comp is very much Paper Rex. I don't know how you can overcome that. But going into map 3, I'm going to be looking forward to that because it's going to be Fracture. And I feel like everything is always a little bit different on Fracture.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a little bit more of a different map, and I think Full Sense, I think they need to really dig deep in that one if they're going to make this happen. Taking a look at our scoreboard here, Jit Boys, they're 7 and 20. That's a rough race performance when we've seen him have such high highs on this map, especially in that second half. He's having to be that tip of the spear, but he's getting domed as he goes into these sides.
In some of the previous games, Jit Boys has even outfranked Primi on the raise, so unfortunately a little bit of a jit from him. He's had a couple of games on the second secondary duelist, a role that he's only just picked up again recently, where he's gone missing. Think about that bind game on the Neon. I think at times, you know, when the game's uncomfortable for him, the performance dips. You know, we've been praising him almost non-stop, but this is a big game where they needed him on the Raze, especially on Lotus, and unfortunately he's just not able to go toe-to-toe with something in particular. I mean, Jing, I felt like was mostly a wrong for the ride. It was a effort by committee from PRX, but definitely spearheaded by this man. He's just been phenomenal. I feel like every single series PRX is winning in the last couple is plus 20 from something across the whole series, and I'm expecting some kind of stat line from that in this grand final as well.
I mean, he's just magic. He's borderline impossible to play against. He's across the map everywhere with that operator, and even if he's rifling, he's just non-stop. You feel like he suffocates you. Benkai said that word yesterday, and I think it's so apt for how he plays. He's just an enigma that Full Sense cannot crack.
It is so good to see something back in his true form. At the start of stage 1, it was a little bit lackluster. We weren't getting these kind of numbers, these kind of plays out from something. He was whipping some of his shots, which was really abnormal to see. So something has definitely clicked here, and I think, I don't know, I know he's Russian, but I think he feels really comfortable here.
He was Russian, that's for sure. It's everywhere.
Oh my God.
No, but I think that's a great point, because we know something said yesterday on our desk is he wants these fast rounds, he wants these heavy fights, and he's forcing it to happen. He's charging at them, and he's taking the fights on his own terms. It feels like Full Sense are never able to feel comfortable in these rounds because he's taking timings that just don't even exist.
Yeah, so we'll see what he's going to play on Fracture, because it was previously the Neon, something that he's picked up before, but I'm assuming they're going to swap off of that. Wouldn't be surprised to see something like a Waylay. It's great baiting out some of the util combos and the traps that you're going to play against.
Yeah, we talked about multiple times. I know PRX, formerly, you know, really good on Fracture, but we haven't really seen it that much. A lot of teams are either banning it or just not picking it against PRX. But you're right, the last time we saw it was against the Neon. Alex and Wendler have both said, and Tommy even, have not rated his Neon compared to Jason. He himself has also acknowledged, you know, that's not his strongest agent, so I do wonder if this is one that they'll continue with.
Yeah, I mean, it was week 2 against Gen G. That's how long ago it was. That feels like an eternity. You know,
that was by far his worst series as well.
Absolutely. So I don't expect him to be doing that again, but like you say, Vince, historically, this has been a great map for PRX. So Full Sense, I think it's looking a little bit dire for them right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit concerned for them.
No, absolutely, but Full Sense, they're also, the last time they played Fracture, they completely owned KRX on the map. Every single one of these members popped off. If you're looking at stats only except for Cruz, but you know this guy was doing a masterclass calling.
Yeah, I mean, I want to step away from the map discussion for a second, because brass tacks of this is PRX. They've already 3-0'd Global just yesterday. They're 5-0 in the best of 5s here at the end of this Ho Chi Minh Roadshow finals here. For Full Sense, having never been in one of these grand finals in the Pacific era of Valorant, this is going to take some serious resilience. You want to see them at least take a map like this team. And they've won every pistol in this series so far, but unfortunately, they're getting outclassed by PRX, who I feel like are not only, they won a Pacific trophy every year of Pacific League so far. They want one from this year as well, but also they want to fast track their ability to right the wrongs of that previous Santiago Grand Final. If they could just go straight through to the playoffs, then it's going to be a very singular focus. Win that Masters trophy and win it quickly.
Yeah, they will be feeling so hot heading towards London, but you know, it's on Full Sense now to turn this around, to create a series on this map of Fracture. But my worry is that they're playing at PRX's pace right now, and Fracture is a map that you're able to go fast on. You're able to slam those sides, able to hit hard with those execs. Full Sense to really find a way to put a stop to that.
The thing is, when we saw Full Sense play in Omega and other moments, you could see how fast they are. They are just as fast as PRX, sometimes even faster depending on the map and the team comp here. So they're fully capable of matching their speed. But right now we're seeing something's a little bit off about the team, whether it's Primi. You know, we saw signs in the audience like, where's Primi? And something is a little bit off with this team right now. But if one thing we've definitely seen in VCT Pacific are reverse sweeps. So this is the moment, this is the final chance, the final life for Full Sense to have that shot at the trophy.
Yeah, I mean, that's the question. It's either, for me, it's either going to be that reverse sweep, a historic grand final, or it's going to be a PRX absolutely stomping their way through to London with the maximum amount of momentum you can get. You know, we speak about this team as being one of the best in the world, and I think a 3-0 today would really prove that.
I mean, look, honestly, this core has pioneered the Waylay approach to Fracture in the past. It's a map that they have been comfortable on, so I'm hoping that they can recapture some of that energy. PRX has picked it into this best of 5 as the third map for a reason. They're going to be
thank you so much for the membership,
letting them play it, but Full Sense will.
Well, let's see what T-Love, the coach of Full Sense, has to say about this as they go into map 3.
Vâng ạ, xin kính chào các bạn thân mến. Bên cạnh tôi là thuyền trưởng của Full Sense, huấn luyện viên T-Love Family. Ở thời điểm hiện tại thì với các thành viên bên phía Full Sense họ đã rơi vào thế chân tường rồi. Không biết là cái tinh thần có tốt hay không. Và bên cạnh Cruz, ai sẽ là người cần phải
कोच ने बोला रहेगा देख हारा तो हारा.
Hi coach. So now
possibly last map है तुम लोग का. Enjoy करो. मारो. जो होएगा देखा जाएगा.
เขาบอกว่าตอนนี้เราชนฝา
लेकिन एक साथ
เขาอยากรู้ว่า mentality ของทีมเราตอนนี้เป็นยังไงบ้างนอกจากครูซเนี่ยที่เราเห็นอยู่แล้วว่าเขาไฮป์แบบคนอื่นมีใครคิดว่าที่จะต้องสเต็ปอัพบ้าง
ทุกคนพยายามอย่างเต็มที่แล้วครับแล้วก็ในความรู้สึกผมไม่ได้มีใครที่ต้องสเต็ปอัพเพราะว่าน้องๆทุกคนพยายามอย่างสุดความสามารถเท่าที่จะทำได้แล้วครับประมาณนี้ครับ
Alright, so everyone is trying their hardest. He doesn't feel like anyone has to step up because everyone is trying their hardest and they're all thinking positive.
Tất cả thành viên của Full Sense đều đang thi đấu hết sức mình rồi, không có ai thật sự cần phải bước lên và tỏa quá là sáng cả. Đó là nhiệm vụ của mình thôi và tất cả đó là
Are we the only team to defeat PRX?
Ở Full Sense ở thời điểm hiện tại. Thank you coach. That'll be all.
I think when it comes to moments like these, you just need to stay positive. You've done all the work already. All the practice has happened. All the planning has happened. So you do need to stay positive because they have the skill. They have the ability to beat PRX for the first time today.
पूरा दिन Binks का stream like चलाते हैं.
With the coach.
W
and I do wonder what their strategy coming into the grand finals was. In the past, he said he tore up the notes at
Genji too. Genji में भी G तो आता ही है ना लाला.
He wanted his boys to just go with the flow.
Yeah, we heard Cruz say that he wants them to forget mistakes, lean into momentum, really play into that own confidence. But it's hard to be confident right now. You're down 0-2 against the Titans of the region, and they're just looking ever better right now. Full Sense, it's a tall order here for this reverse sweep.
Yeah, I mean, Full Sense, they operate in a safe-to-fail environment, and you can see they're just enjoying the moment on the stage. But you would be disappointed to not even take a map here against PRX. There is no shame in losing to them because they're so good, but here's the change-up. Something back on the Brimstone, and Forsaken will pick up the Neon. They don't think the comp is the problem. We've already seen something play Brim on this map in the past.
Clip करने का जरूरत नहीं था.
I like this a lot more from them. We see the Neon for Forsaken, and it's looked solid across there on Breeze and something on the Brimstone. It's such a simple role from him. On the flip side for Full Sense, they're sticking with that Neon Phoenix. It looked good when we saw them before, but they need to elevate this comp to a new level for a win today.
Milski, big time. I hope you're going to get a map 4 as we send it over to our casters, Achilles and Paperthin for map 3.
Here we go. This one is for all the marbles if you're Full Sense for PRX. This third map is Fractures, what stands between you and another Pacific trophy.
Something on Brimstone भाई, सुनो भाई मत पूछो. 2-0 आप पे, लंदन जा रहे, ट्रॉफी उठा रहे. भाई मत पूछो. Popcorn खाओ.
Shanghai, we all remember how that one went, but something tells me it would be a bit different the second time around.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd feel comfortable picking G2 the way they've been looking in Americas again, but certainly PRX would love to have the bye, would love to have the 3-0, and it's going to come with a little bit of a role swap. Still the same agent comp for PRX. I start thinking already about the way that if Forsaken is in the groove on the Neon, the way he can just absolutely dominate this map. We've seen it before. Jing, the way he'll create problems for you with the verticality that he can enable for himself with the blast packs. Over on Full Sense, I'm really looking at Primi on that Phoenix to get it going, to be impactful with those flashes, to create that space. For PRX, they're going to have to rely on Envy for the flashes, and the Brim flashes, or excuse me, the Breach flashes, not quite as impactful as the Phoenix. So it's going to be one of the things that has to be a big difference maker, but it's a death ball here early. Full Sense, the bye is going to be there. Not a lot he can really do just yet.
Quick entry over to the side divide. Just going to say tucked in tower here for now. In case someone goes scaling forward at the same time. Fault line going to be invested. Curveball out. Back Gen able to clear that space. There's a full sense. Very good control thus far, but Jin going to be taken out at the same time, and he gets a shot on the Cruz. Something trying to find that.
Oh my God!
Back over. Quincy is able to find Shit Boys. A fantastic headshot from him.
ये क्या duelist है ये दवाई?
Found it. Can they make it happen? Yes. It's going to be the first pistol of this series, as they will get that defuse.
It's the scariest thing about this team is they're winning maps, but they're not winning pistols because they're so good in the rifle rounds. Now they're going to get a pistol win, and
बोला तुम लोग इधर ही
all of a
रुको बाकी
sudden,
टीम को मार के आते हैं
start
अपन.
feeling like, indeed, maybe the Grim Reaper of Pacific has come for another team. Has come for their 4th trophy. And Tavai, look at this turn. What a read from him. Just brilliant.
एम है बेस्ट ऑफ 5 है ट्रॉफी उठाएंगे दोनों रीजन आज. उसके बाद नो पैसिफिक नो एम है.
Covered up the A site as much as he can with his util.
Full sense.
क्या?
They are putting a lot behind.
NA 23rd को.
They want to get the ball rolling. They know how important it is to get these rounds from the attacker's side. So.
क्या निर्मा वॉशिंग पाउडर निर्मा होगा मतलब? नहीं क्लीन तो नहीं है जीत. PRX कभी क्लीन नहीं जीत सकता, इतना कंफर्म है.
Connect quite just yet. Going to be taken for now. Leviathan tagged up a bit down to 56. Plan going to be offset for now. Unable to go for that one. The full commitment. Meanwhile, Levi eventually able to run down this kill on a premium, but doesn't eat a good amount of damage.
भाई ये big round है. अगर ये round जीत गया PRX तो लग गए बे.
Suddenly it starts looking very good for Full Sense.
वो लोग ने force किया है.
Forsaken here on the camp. Last back forward. Forsaken taking that Hall's angle. He'll be able to find Chip Boys, but Jing is completely blinded up. Kalua collects himself a second kill. That is now just Divide to try to see if he can get any damage through.
अबे भाई.
Waiting to hear the exits, it would seem.
Hey बे.
Some old orbs.
मानो या ना मानो PRX.
Full Sense reading.
एक नंबर के वो है.
Why don't they check up towards Dish or maybe exit on that side, but Divide on the peak will be able to find another. Spot out, and Cruz will get the finisher. And that force buy works wonders for Full Sense.
Yeah, those Stingers are able to win some big battles on the point of attack and keeping Envy at bay from the top of ropes.
शादी की डेट याद नहीं होगी इनको आने का भी पता चल.
Full Sense fans being active in the crowd, trying to will their team here through. That right there, that push from Jit.
उस दिन मेरे को मेरा
sealed
बर्थडे
the deal
पूछ
on the
रहा
round. Duelists try to do what they can to do some damage. That's frustrating. But
भाई 2-0 आप PRX भाई
please right time.
मेरे को tweet delete करना पड़ेगा
Go
क्या?
for that force buy. PRX gonna be some bandits and
मैंने Genji tweet किया आज.
just 2 bandits and a sheriff.
देखना पड़ेगा तेरे को. देखना पड़ेगा तेरे को.
The push out and PRX was storming up towards the north side of the
ऐसा
map.
Genji है कि
Worth Twitter use नहीं करती. Jiggle peek in towards Halls. But again, this is still going to be a neutral pivot position. It looks like it's already going to be called by Full Sense.
You just heard that sheriff. That's going to want you to go to a different site. So Forsaken was trying to sell a bit of a fake, a bit of a stronger presence on the other side of the map. Full Sense is able to get the info off of that prowler. The trips behind them to deal with this push out.
तू भी तो 30 साल पुराना है.
Wait to clear the trip.
चलेगा.
The second one. Trying to slow things down. Envy. He find godly timing. Ready to try to play players into Halls. The door going to be tapped. Primmy's attention now tied to the other direction.
Oh my God! क्या उल्लू बना के मारा भाई.
Boys, however, has to cover that area. Want them to be able to
oh my God!
He gets the judge instead. Put the use immediately. Yeah. Finds Kalua. Cruz now suddenly last one standing.
Yeah.
As it feels like we're back to this nonsense. It's back and forth, the up and down. Unless Cruz can delay, but he cannot. Plenty of time yet to get the defuse. The Molly will expire. PRX will reestablish the lead by 1.
Unbelievable.
Yep, there you go.
Bro.
Cycle of the moment.
That is absolutely
उधर blind दिया
PRX
जिससे दरवाजा को लाइन निकल
They
के
are
मारा.
so patient again on these retakes. Envy just waiting things out for his moment to strike. They open the door, they push together. Brimmy left on an island, and even though they're able to take his Vandal and get it out of there, another gun.
Hand to the judge.
Exactly. Sliggy somewhere is molding.
I would love to know the round win rate
Need a drop.
he's acquired when they
Salamat, thanks.
managed to collect a judge from the team that won the previous round. It's got to be pretty damn high.
Man setup. B side.
अभी तो भाई वो लोग
Tight angle at A, so
heavy snowball है वो लोग
confident to hold this as your strong side.
अभी heavy snowball है वो लोग next buy round में Jing ult आएगा 4 second ult आएगा दवाई ult already है
Nowhere. Meanwhile, something is going to be praying and praying, and he's going to be able to find himself a kill. Divide pushing forward into the smoke, finding another one. Will eventually be flushed out, but the nade lobbed in from Jing. Leans up Cruz. Something he wants a little bit more.
उसको भी 2 ult orbs आ गया.
Flew out in a 1v3. Now down to a 1v2, but into the peak. Forsaken has the operator.
उसका भी ult आ गया.
And that will be PRX, not allowing for the up down to continue.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of an overcommit here from PRX. I mean, they've got that choke so well locked
भाई लेकिन
down.
PRX
So
है
many
ना
angles
यार.
that they can just spam through once they know.
PRX है,
Full Sense
मस्ती
is
तो
committing
करना
that
है.
direction.
Oh, that's a branding difference. PRX overcommitting. I don't know if everyone's ever said that before.
Sure. Never happened.
Chance perhaps now.
PRX aggressive खेल रहे हैं.
They've got some critical ultimates to work with.
PRX baby.
They have to table that orbital strike just to try to clear out the lockdown if they can get themselves forward onto the site.
You've got that showstopper in the hands of Jing to worry about as well for Full Sense. You're going to try 4 players from the north side. Here's Jing, not too far away.
And also swarm at the ready. Jing up and over. It's going to be sucked out of the sky. Premier able to find that kill. Now something going to be taken down. Jitboy with a fantastic headshot. Clean up too. Divine, Tang Tuck now striking. He's able to find the first. The spike going to be on the floor, but Kahlua gets forsaken. And now Divine is gone to just Envy here at main to try to see if he can somehow peel this back. A 1v3.
Spike planted.
The site going to be turned. Leviathan gets that spike planted safe behind the box.
क्या एंट्री मारा है भाई उसका हवे में क्या पड़ा है बे शॉट दिखाओ
Several charges.
कुछ क्रेजी मारा है उसने
Rolling thunder. He's inclined to try to maybe get some damage in. Aftershock forcing the position of Leviathan, pushes him to the open, but it's going to be Leviathan with a headshot. Now Neural Depth online. It's Full Sense look to claw this back.
Well, that's some of that firepower that you've been looking to see from Full Sense, where they're
गलत
able
मारा
to
ना
just win around based on that, and unreal reactions from Primi. Very strong Neon. Great job just kind of getting in your face, causing some problems.
Yes,
that's exactly what he gets done there. Now Cruz does have that orbital strike.
जानवर baby
Counter to Devi's lockdown. Still 3-2 split. Devi's util.
क्या बंदा भाई क्या बंदा निकला है पैसिफिक से भाई
Look at PRX. They're going on an early
दुनिया नाम याद रखेगा उसका
towards the north side. A bit worried about the ropes are. Full
ये
set.
अल्टी दिल्ली किसके स्ट्रीम पे देखा लैंग्वेज क्या कर रहे हो समोसा
Right, backpedals, traps over towards the entrance of Halls. Now ends up getting caught revealed. Swing in the corner, Divide will end up falling. Something dead moments before that as well.
दिया है
Hold on the site completely abandoned as Full Sense rip this from PRX's grasp. Thinking now his work cut out for him. Trying to swing on the corner. Meanwhile, double drop out of Robo. Cruz turns back. He's able to find those kills.
उसने मार दिया
2 more charges towards the orbital that he just committed. Full Sense will tie
टाइम
things
आने
up.
वाला है
Yeah, I think this actually might be a
Time
good
out आने वाला
time
है
for PRX's coaches to call a timeout, because the protocols feel a little bit off
लग रहा है
balance
मेरे को
right
भी
now in terms of understanding some of the ult cycles that Full Sense was in here and how to position themselves. Devi, I mean, just screwed off of the haunt into that.
क्या अल्ट मार के फोर्स किया है बे उसको
Communication
के
there.
मारा बे
That Cruz could be at that door. They just ignore him and they haven't given up yet. Yeah, I think this is a brilliant time to take a timeout. That one, that round got really sloppy. I think should have been playing for a retake there a little bit harder as Devi and something.
ये लोग प्री नर्फ नियॉन के लिए यस सर मास्टर्स में होने वाला
both
नर्फ
of them. Talk about some of the
बिंक्स के कंपेयर में
talk about some of that positioning a little bit.
एक यूसी स्पोर्ट्स में ओके लैंग्वेज
I think they've done a great job of figuring out here in this lower bracket run just how to be a little bit more patient, how to wait for those retakes.
It hasn't quite been the case today, but perhaps this is that map. This is that moment. The stress really starts to seep in. 3-3. Favored to gain the lead from here.
Intense music, Lala.
Sure, and it's attacker side fracture.
Good job, boys. Winnable hai. ऐसा बोलो.
Another reason I like this timeout from Alex and Wendler is changes things up. Let's listen in.
Base, man.
Together.
Already tilt हो गया. ये क्या काम से?
This one's going in. They're taking.
This. We should go. Can you stun and swing Jason?
Go guys. 3, 2, 1, stun. Push. Yeah. Give me orb. Guys, go flank, guys. Just get away, chop here.
तो भाई ने एक को मारा.
Go guys, I have flash. Volley.
Two more. 3, 2, 1, swing.
Go guys. 3,
Volley,
2,
volley,
1. Flashing. I flash on.
Go. Flash.
Flashing.
Go
in P.
Let's go back. Yeah.
Hey, yours is split up.
I'm gonna go from market, okay?
Easy
Yeah,
call.
Let's tilt हो गया chat.
Okay, we're gonna win this one, guys.
Nice.
We have ulti.
Hey, we have ulti.
Hey, one more picking. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Guys, go together, guys.
Just when it starts looking like PRX was going to be able to get themselves back into this one, Leviathan comes away with those 2 kills.
3, 2, 1 1 by 1 हो गया वो लोग. Hello?
Something just with 5 HP about to swing in like it was the death. And there it is. 3rd kill.
La.
Forsaken the try to see if he can get anything done. Abandoned by Cruz for now, but he's about to go on the recheck and find a timing. Taken down to 36.
दो अलग-अलग 3, 2, 1 कर रहे थे. भाई एक और टाइम आउट प्लीज एक और टाइम आउट. मजा आया प्लीज.
Timeout to lead to any
एक और प्लीज.
magic here. They will be able to hold their own and now gain the lead by 1.
Yeah, they're able to avoid the overdrive, only lose 1 player to Divide. He was cackling after he got that kill. It's a huge one right here, and then they know there's going to be a reswing, so they're trying to swing together, but the timing just a little bit funky there.
1 enemy remains.
More PRX and Alex a little bit tilted. Yeah, but it's an eco, and it's A-okay. Got 3 ults here. Be able to maybe get this tied up. We'll have to see, but again, I love the way Full Sense now starting to play with the other side of the map here, creating some pressure. Forsaken at least aware of it on the Neon.
भाई समोसा का बेस्ट पार्ट उसकी गाफ लगती है. किस को लगती है?
Reply to that one, just eats the damage.
Smoke's down.
All for any up as well. All at the ready here from something. That arcade sides doesn't really get the tap on the 2 boys.
Go.
While Spike is going to be taken across the rope. Jing is right there. He slowed it down. Jing is able to find one, but he's not going to turn around. Doesn't avoid, but now Divide with that kill, he's able to isolate the Spike. The lockdown immediately going to be invested. Trying to keep this protected. They still
झूल के आके पिंग किया बे
recover this. Forsaken scaling forward. If he dies, the Jit boys.
मैं सबको ना.
That might just be the floodgates continuing to open, but it's a good slide in. Leviathan does manage to find the one, but something. It's an exchange. The Neon's now gone. It's player advantage. The Spike still isolated in favor of PRX.
Good patience, good awareness to slide in that moment. Cage triggered. PRX doesn't lose an extra player.
उसका आवाज आ गया है.
Where it's situated. Will be cleared.
30 seconds
Off that
left.
flash, Divide swinging, eventually able to find the headshot. Looks for the second, his 3rd overall in the round. He will get it. Big round win for PRX as they tie it up 4-4.
This is just compared to what we've been seeing from Full Sense so far on this map, which in my opinion is some really nice changes of ideas, some good macro play. They make one mistake where they send the Spike across the rope, and Jing's like, how'd I die there? I was just waiting to clear a trip until something more interesting happened, and something very interesting happened. That's the Spike gets dropped there, and it's just a scramble.
ये तो अभी
They
देखा.
have to rely on PRX making mistakes. PRX does not.
Critically though, that is the ult that they had. It all invested in that previous round just to be able to get it over the line, and now Jing going to be dead.
वो actually अच्छा start है पता है. मारा नहीं करके अच्छा नहीं लगा रहेगा, लेकिन actually अच्छा.
Over out. The ult economy is so heavy in favor of Full Sense.
Miro,
that orbital strike, both 1 charge away, 2 ults ready to go. And Kahlua, 2 charges from having the Nightfall.
Still going
to be damn difficult for PRX. Something.
Bro, बच something, bro.
Meanwhile, Envy is going to be spammed out of position, taken down.
5-4.
Be a save now.
सीधा save.
Absolutely
bro लग गए. PRX हारने वाले हैं.
3 to tie it up at 4.
बोले कि अल्ट्स देखो chat.
Ready to go for full sense.
अल्ट्स देखो वो लोग के.
For sure.
भाई ये clear cut पता है 8-4 वाला है.
Plenty of time right now, but Killjoy the only one who's danger close to Paper Rex.
Huh?
He's doing a little bit of an exploration, trying to sneak underneath.
Well, Forsaken will deny him a potential extra charge, but grab an orb. That's Nightfall ready to go. This is all to try to maybe play in Jit Boys. It's going to be unanticipated up close. We'll be able to find the kill. Forsaken going to be taken down, but something.
Guns गिराने का जरूरत नहीं है.
Hold on to his weapon. One rifle to be carried over. Majority of the players going to be able to afford the buys here on PRX, but
10-5
back into the lead, looking
Confirm.
as much as they possibly can.
Yeah, and this just is, you know, a good
Confirm 8-4.
off the rip idea here. Ready? They see that deep smoke and they know what that means. They know that means Jing is going to try to get up on that box and go for that big play. Forsaken and Jing love to go for that.
8-4.
Once on
100%. 100%.
That paper
एक बंदा क्यों दे लेंगे 8-4?
Catch you off guard.
8-4.
This time around does not work. Early sees there. Keeps Forsaken from scaling up off his relay. Devi place an early alarm bot, but full sense aware of it.
That's really what Forsaken can do. He needs to get tucked away somewhere. He's got the judge.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Wow. Back, gonna be popped for me. Moving forward, looking to take this space, doing a bit of damage, but the ulti not quite expiring yet. It jumps the corner. Now they have that judge confirmed. Tap of the plant. Reconsideration here from Full Sense. They do pump the brakes, and they're immediately going to be evacuated.
Oh my god.
Through main, but Levi finds a nice timing, cleans up one, something at the same time, able to find the exchange to Leviathan, but they lose out on Indy at the same time. So now a 4v3, Paper X favored. Trying to cause a split, trying to make a bit of a fake here back towards B.
Second.
No, will also slow things down. Forsaken able to find one in Canteen. The Nightfall is going to be invested into this. Cruz now.
Idhar party.
Slowly scale and get this spike planted on A, but the warning pings are already coming down. They're anticipating that this is going to be a pinch. He's just going to go for the plant out in the open. Ollie's still available. Whittle away at the force to make Rex get out. Clutch this.
I was going to say, he's got to get up in the dish to do this. Gotta have the good lineups.
Actually possible है chat.
The timing for him.
Oh my god, actually में possible है chat.
And out the molly off the back of that. They have to get the tap in here ASAP. Don't even wait for it. He'll just send this on timing. Ollie at the ready. Can they body block is going to be my question. He's going to take that rope across. The molly. I think it bounced off the top of Jing's head. They have just enough space to defuse it. I need to see that back. Was it a whiff or did Jing actually just head it out of position? Either way, they get the defuse. He gets the final kill.
Unbelievable. Sometimes it's just like that. I mean, Cruz trying to go for the big brain play, trying to use that experience that he's had. Again, one of those few players who's still around, who played at the very first International Masters at Reykjavik in 2021.
अरे वो दिखाया नहीं.
Let's get back. I think it bounced off his head.
It either that or it hit the back wall. One of the two. I think you're right.
Well, that's that north side taken care of. Alright, then immediately dead. Relay bolt to be sent over here towards main. A little bit of damage on the Kalu as he peels back around the corner.
Oh my god!
Jing is crunching from the other side. This one goes completely unread. No alert system. No read whatsoever. As Jing kills a kill feed and doubles up his kills in that round.
Yeah.
Coming from every angle. Once that Cypher is dead, that's the go signal for all of Paper X, because Forsaken's able to stall him out with the relay bolt.
किसका stream देखते हो भाई तुम लोग?
And it's setting up Jing for success. And he absolutely destroys. 8 kills. Devi up to 14, man. He is just having a grand old time on the Killjoy.
Please improve your game sense.
People off guard. Every little twist and turn. Meanwhile, Jing now is trying to go for the north side crunch, and this time it's not going to work out too well. As 2 kills are going to be found for the side of Full Sense. However, continuing onward, finds himself another Popsy overdrive. Really going to be taken out. Jitboy is there with one of his own. He is going to be able to snap his way to 3K. And now suddenly, it's a Vi left standing all alone. This time the crunch play from PRX didn't really have things sorted. No fault line out early.
अचानक से वो लोग फाइट हार रहे थे, फिर अचानक से वो लोग फाइट जीत गए, फिर अचानक से वो लोग फाइट वापस हार गए.
By a 1v2. Obviously, as a killjoy, you don't have a ton that's going to be useful in a situation like this, other than your gun and your eyes.
Where are you? Still waiting.
So, to find anything.
एक right पे, एक side
So
पे.
many question marks to clear here. I mean, you have no idea. They could have gone underneath to the sewers. They could go tucked into your spawn. Good luck.
It's the headshot. While Kalua's jiggle peeking, they're going to be able to tuck back, and no, it's just going to be the prowler out early. Still a seize, a relay bolt, plenty of options to lock him in position. He's going to try to hold this one up to half. The seize will connect. He's got it. Relay bolt, however, will connect. While they do align for a brief little moment, he cannot find those kills. So once again, we are tied up 6-6.
6-6. बोला था कि
Yeah, I mean, there's some great back and forth again.
Huh?
I get it. It's stressful.
It is. It's very stressful, and you do have to be a bit worried as Full Sense that might not be good enough on your attacker's side. Map is generally
भाई क्या मारा बेवरसकत
like for a second here. Oh, Jitboys gets the vision on the Forsaken right as he's trying to cross to the other side of the fast lane.
Huh?
The difference maker in that round. Keeps that extra angle from being opened up on him. And, I mean, again, good back and forth. I love the way that PRX plays so proactive on their defender side. Let's see. Full Sense has some of that in store for us. Big pistol round coming up.
ये क्या है? Motorbike क्या बस?
Finally got a win of 1. That means they're going to be able to double down and
Bike का कलर crazy लग रहा
a really good look at closing this series out.
Bike.
Let's see if they can find the second pistol of the set. Now you have to be worried about that. Even if you do, another force buy coming through from Full Sense because it did wonders to catch PRX off guard.
True.
कितना मैप्स हुआ अभी तक? 2 हो गया.
Moving over to that attacker's side.
देख लो डिक्की के भाई को. क्या बोला डिक्की के भाई?
This is series point. Map-wise for PRX, they just need to close this fracture. They will be lifting that trophy. Full Sense need the pull off a reverse sweep.
दिखाई नहीं दे रहे. डिक्की भाई दिखाई नहीं दे रहे. सब देखते हो?
Take their first map
मेरे
win of
माउस
this
पे
grand
सुखा
final.
चकने लग गया.
Slide back around the corner for Forsaken. However, where in the hell was he going? He's trying to get his way down the underpass and cruise. Spam him to death.
किलोआ को एक मारना है जिंदा रहना है.
There wasn't anything sneaky about that. Oh, in a China shop.
Well, that is
जिंदा है.
absolutely an apt description of PRX.
अपने पास small ही नहीं है post plant.
Quick pivots coming through. Across that north side. Bam out looking for that those stray shots. Not really connecting quite just yet. Tough to drop.
Move गया तो बंदा गया.
They read it. Spamming it for the moment. Ready for his moment to strike, and there it is. Crimmy dropping right in front of his face. He managed to find a second. Jitboy's going to be taken down. King has been lost in the fight, but now something to buy. Also going to be joining them in the grave as Indy's the last one left standing. Tuck back through the smoke, into the final one. The right click. Oh, he gets a 4K. But he just doesn't have enough time bought. The defuse will be there in full sense. Stop PRX from finding another pistol. Good charges at least for the Rolling Thunder, but Full Sense back out into the lead, 7-6.
Yeah.
Oh.
6-7, I reckon.
A little bit of a weird one there. That completely changes the angle of attack for PRX.
बाकी टीम कहाँ पे मरी बे?
Envy, oh, so close. Yeah, that one's got to feel bad. You thought you might have had him if you had gotten that first right click on a Killua. Maybe could have spun in time.
Attacking map है, defensive attacking. थोड़ा सा.
A little tricky too.
6 and ठीक है यार, ठीक है.
Sheriff or Envy. Gonna play off that turret with his util.
Gotta send this just to try to peel back some of the pressure, but they are hounding him down. They have to crowd into the corner. The first outlaw shot will whip, but the second one will connect. The attempted hero of the previous round now dead. Forsaken, just unable to really close the gap. Make it close enough. Fire off that Bucky.
Expecting a little bit more help a little bit sooner from the rest of PRX, but they were tangled up on the other side of the map, and Forsaken had gotten there just a split second sooner. They might have been able to drop a player or two with this Bucky, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult to close the distance. I say that.
Out the Prowler, but yeah, I mean, they are getting closer and closer to one another. Jinx in the final one.
Oh.
The rest of them is going to be carved up quickly. Cruz gets himself two. In full sense
looking
now,
good. FS looking good, boys. FS looking good.
Little flick there from Primi.
Possible है ये मैच में tilt हो जाए Alex भाई.
PRX is not expecting them to be around that corner.
Possible है.
So you can't get that Bucky into play. Just hounding him
Bonus
down.
जीत गया जी.
Thing out in the Cypher util. Oh, disgusting.
Bro, क्या चिपका बे? Hello?
Judge for Forsaken, Guardian for Divide.
अभी प्रीमी मारेगा लग रहा है. Attack home ground है.
Buying a little bit of extra into that eco. PRX are going to try to make an A crunch happen, but all of full sense is already here.
Tucked in on that ball side against the weaker stack. The two players trying to scale forward. Relay Bolt going to be dodged. Push forward into the smoke zone. Indy has a barrel stuff man to come away with two. Divide here looking for a second himself, and he gets it as Leviathan will fall. And suddenly in the blink of an eye, it is just Cruz with 3 HP. Limping his way back onto the site, right into something's open arms. Bonus not to be converted. Felt like full sense having the trap, having the setup and the play. PRX things.
Yeah, well, it's just kind of a timing thing where PRX is in these smokes when you're not expecting it, and you're running through it without your gun in hand. You've got a flash there, and you're just like expecting that you can just pop out with your flash and surprise PRX on the other side of the smoke, but surprise on you, they're already there.
Envy and Divide look like they're playing a wave survival game.
Caster ने मानता भाई, Caster ने मानता.
Zombies just come lurking through the smokes.
There's still a buy up available for full sense.
Catching a glance, Forsaken. He gets shot at, he goes sliding right at the action.
Out of charges.
Opened up the site for themselves.
किसने साइट खाली नहीं किया by the way, पता तुम लोगों को बेस्ट बात?
This gets tricky now. Had Judge there as full sense.
एक बंदे ने साइट खाली नहीं किया.
With the Primi flash.
ना रेस ने ना नियॉन ने. Something को बोला जा प्लांट कर.
Turn of it. Can't find the first one, but Forsaken
ये best
down
angle
below. Cleans up Kahlua, Primi gone. Forsaken now on Grenade. He hears the enemy Neon. He's going to intercept. Makes it around the corner. Swap the weapon. Forsaken, can he find it? Yes, he can.
Go!
A Predator race as Forsaken ties it up.
I don't think anybody doubts him. They shouldn't.
नहीं मेरे चैट में एक था. कास्टर भाई मेरे चैट में एक था. कास्टर भाई एक था इधर एक था.
Gets that first kill, swaps over to the Vandal, and Jing gives his life for the cause. He'll take that every day of the week.
Ah, yeah.
He just always finds a way in the biggest moments.
Timeout.
Find the biggest plays. That puts PRX tied again. You have concern. Feel arm bells starting to ring a bit. T-Love family just wants to talk about a few defensive side things. PRX has just run the same play essentially twice in a row on you.
Best flex ever seen, babe.
How are you going to be considering this defender side? Probably a little bit.
Alex भाई शांत है.
Either frankly more proactive or less, trying to play a little bit more.
Alex भाई शांत है, अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है. इसका मतलब ये राउंड हारने वाला है.
They've been trying to push in these last couple of rounds. Haven't been able to find any success. PRX has just been outplaying them at the point. Again, that's kind of PRX's specialty. More murky.
उसके पापा का गेमिंग कैफे है. Excuse me.
We were PRX C's.
खतरनाक ना लेकिन चारों भाई चारों गेमर्स में.
Stingers, one rifle for Primi. He's only got 5 kills on the Phoenix.
Significantly rougher day.
मेरा भाई भी गेमर निकलता, मैं कुछ करता लाइफ में. हाँ क्रेजी.
Able to find his footing, started to see it a bit more on Lotus that previous map, but even then, he gets away from him. Fastlane gets the molly baited out of Cruz.
You have the Rolling Thunder.
Quick pivot over where only Leviathan is trying to anchor this site.
It has to be annoying when you're so good as a better Asher player somewhere around the world. Language!
So rotations. Again, flash connecting, something going to be taken down. Swing forward over towards that sand side. It's going to be full sense coming out on top. Taking will fall, only going to be good for the one kill, but Levi with that outfall. Eventually he's able to find Leviathan, but now it is Envy. Alone in a 1v3, has the spike in hand, the Prowler. Get the spot out, he's out of flashes.
मैं बोला था ना,
line for 35
वो बंदा
seconds.
खुश नहीं है तो मतलब खुश से मतलब हार गया.
He's not going to be able to break. Full sense.
बोला था कि नहीं.
Rallying back, a very good timeout call. They get themselves back into a lead. By
अपना कोच को दिखाओ.
It's just a change up with the Cypher.
अपना कोच को दिखाओ.
That util to get the identification so that you can enable Primi. You know you can use that one-way smoke there at the front door.
I don't play with Elvin. मैं उससे बात
out
करता हूँ.
the other players, isolate some of these fights. He nails a great flash. You know,
ना करो डिकी भाई.
Just too much for him to handle.
Yeah. Stupid.
Start this party.
Trying to dive into that A side over and over and over again, and this time maybe
That
still thinking A,
FS
but
2 round
showing
दूर है.
any early presence.
2 gun round back to back अगर जीत गए इकोनॉमी नहीं है मैच पॉइंट है और वो लोग 2 राउंड बैक टू बैक जीत सकते हैं वो लोग के अल्ट्स देखो भाई ये बेस्ट मौका है एफएस का क्लोज करने के लिए.
Run it back immediately, going to be invested by Primi. Swimming his way forward onto the site, looking for a target. Forsaken with that judge will still be able to find him despite the flash connecting. At the same time, Plant can now come through. He's got a Rolling Thunder set up. Devi could be noted on this attempted flank. There's a tripwire holding him in position for now.
क्या ये अल्ट मारेगा ब्रिम अल्ट से पहले?
Sense going to have their heads on a swivel. Rolling Thunder across connects on the two. Meanwhile, Forsaken re-wrapping through Sands. Finds Leviathan. Cruz, however, 2 kills for himself as it is take it down, but Jing is there, cleaning up
Bro,
the
वो लोग
rest.
को 1 सेकंड भी रीटेक प्लान करने का टाइम नहीं मिला.
Not allowing for
मार
full
के उड़ाया लेकिन
to run away with the rest of this map.
If you can just find that open space and get into those post plants, obviously you have the Rolling Thunder into the overdrive.
मार दिया वहां से 2 बंदे घुस गए स्टन मारा अल्ट मारा
खत्म. In this post plant from
बैकलाइंस
PRX.
खत्म ये देख दोनों स्टन थे.
Huge setup for Forsaken. So nice, we'll show it twice. Jing, oh, micro flick. Does wonders. He's got a
Technically,
something almost
अभी
into
भी
an
2
orbital.
राउंड दूर है. Technically.
He's just off the rip, sending it over towards A.
Trying to get the thumbs up over towards the A site, but well, 1-for-1. Cruz and Levi are going to be traded out.
इधर साइड खाली है.
They open up the space, and they're going to be calling for this pivot, but it seems like Full Sense aren't fully buying into it quite just yet. But they at least want to try to displace Forsaken out of tower. He's going to fight tooth and nail to escape with his life intact. Doesn't manage to find that second elimination.
Have the Nightfall out at least.
Well, space opened up a bit. The boom bot, Jing scales on the back of that. A bit of a fadeaway. Meanwhile, something unanticipated at Sands. And Jing cleans him up. PRX back into the lead.
I just love this extra layer of trickery
क्या
we're seeing from
लेकिन
PRX
क्या
on their
चल रहा है
attacker
उधर
side.
एक अकेला
Going
अल्ट
back
मार
to
के जा
Pearl,
रहा है
and now
साइड.
here onto Fracture as well, where they're going
इधर
to
ये
use
हमारा
one of the best
नियॉन
ults in the
अकेला
game
अल्ट मार
to
के इधर
purely
साइड जा रहा है.
sell a fake to the other
तू
side of the
तेरा
map
देख
to
मैं
just
मेरा देखूंगा.
completely take Full Sense away, and they run, they go to the other side.
बाकी पूरी टीम घूम रही है स्पाइक का
They
प्लान
kind of read
करने.
it in a way, but
क्या ये?
PRX all over the place.
แล้วก็รอแฟดอ่ะ
เฮ้ยนีออนบินเบนปาดดรอปกัน
เอเมนมา
2 3
ใช่ใช่
กูถ่ายละ
กูให้เอเมน
เดินต่อกันเลย
ต่อ
เดินต่อ
ต่อ
เลยเดินต่อเลย
ซ้าย
พี่
กั
ได้
น
ผมช่วยแล้วกันผมไม่ได้ไปไม่ทันแล้ว
ปาดก่อนมา 1 2
พี่จอยใครบินเบน
เกียร์ต้องให้มาเขินเหรอเดี๋ยว
बी का हो रहा है लग रहा रहेगा वो लोग को अभी.
เข้าบีนีออนบีทตุ๋ยพี่จอยปาตี
ตุ๋ยกันตุ๋ยกัน3-2เดี๋ยวมาอยู่อันเดอร์มาอยู่อันเดอร์
वो लोग फ्लैंक जा रहे हैं.
โอ้กูอยากไป
तेजी को
ทำเอ็ม
मारना
เอ็
है.
มว่ะเฮ้ย
อะไร
ตรงนี้มันรู้
पोस्ट
แล้ว
प्लान
ว่า
क्या है मॉली है
ข้างหลัง
ควันดรอปให้ควันดรอป
โอเคตัวเพื่อน
ก็แฟดได้เดี๋ยวเพิ่ง
Starting to understand they had gambled a little.
Drop का आवाज आया है mostly.
Find one as the buy. Will be taken down in an early use of that lockdown. Jing going to be eating a good amount of damage from the molly. Meanwhile, the strike going to be called over towards that bench side. Jing trying to steady the spray. Primi will cut him down, but Envy finds the follow-up, but it's a smooth slide across. Forsaken Slides out, breaks his own ankle.
Whoa!
Turns himself up on a platter. Jit Boys, beasts. Now into the 1v1. The sub swing attempted, but Jit Boys sits him down. A massive 3K from Full Senses Neon. Keeps it tied up.
Just able to be patient on this retake. Find their moment, and crucially, a few key whiffs from Paper Rex. Right here, Dubai going on a fact-finding mission. Finds out that he's dead. Something just, no tail in there, no dash.
तो अगर शॉटगन लगता तो भी राउंड था भाई कितना क्लोज जा रहा है. Oh my god.
That's got to be frustrating. You're giving yourself every advantage there as Paper Rex find the open side. You use the lockdown.
Free set KG ult के साथ आ रहे भर दिया.
Double ult investment into a round loss to be tied up at 10-10. Full Sens are not out of this series yet.
Almost to another Rolling Thunder already. Primi into another ult of his. Leviathan has the neural theft.
Safe enough to go for the orb, which
It was nice played man. अच्छा पूरा टीम अच्छा था. वो लोग का डिसीजन फट से पहले किलजॉय को आइसोलेट करके मारने का रिटेक करना सब अच्छा था.
Seems like this round Paper X wants to clear a little bit of util earlier. Whole full sense around the map potentially, but some deeper trips than you would expect.
Walk up on this one, and obviously there's no camera on this side of the map to play off of. He's watching that B site. He's watching for Arcade, trying to relay the Jit Boys to swing out a tower. Instead,
full retake है बे.
Through. Envy now.
Problem है कि इस बार वाले के पास पूरा यूटिल्स है. अरे बेंचो. इस बार वाले के पास पूरा यूटिल्स है.
In the hands of Forsaken, can absolutely feast. Everyone other than Jit Boys.
कैसे करेंगे retake?
He's going to be leading the charge.
Shoulder to shoulder, Jing watching the door, swing coming through. It's a minor tag there. Looks for that second shot. Doesn't manage to find it. Able to avoid the relay bolt. Leviathan at the same time, able to take down Leviathan. The jump forward, Jing, no. Denying the ulti from Primi. Exchange of volley around here. Going out, but it's going to be Full Sense. Coming out on top is something now tucked away on site. Swings forward, and he cannot connect. Primi with the kill. The time running a bit low there, and actually running out. He doesn't have it.
Huh?
The spike will go off. Primi cannot escape. And it's a Red Bull clutch from beyond the grave. One that even fools the observers.
I couldn't tell either.
Huh?
I wasn't sure. I knew it was close. Oh, bye. So clean. Something just looking a little bit uncomfortable with the aim. Able to get Forsaken back there with the outlaw.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Alex thought they lost the round. I kind of thought they did too, to be honest.
Yeah!
Well, that's more than enough for him to call his last time out of the map.
I don't blame him. This round's getting a little bit sloppy.
क्या हो रहा है?
Forsaken just looking
कोई
a little bit
समझाएगा?
off balance. That initial hit and then
क्या हो रहा है? कोई बताएगा प्लीज. आदित्य तेरे को कोई बताए तो मुझे बताओ.
PRX just not really ready. I mean, they have a decent idea of what to
expect.
They respond properly.
कोई तो पीछे सुमड़ी में फास्ट फॉरवर्ड गया क्या टाइम?
About the map a little bit more, but I like their general approach to that round. Just spread the map a little bit, try to clear some early util, look for some open space. They find it, they get another 5v5 post plant, but that's where they've been struggling a little bit. Maybe that's what this timeout could be all about. Taking up to 21 kills. Cruz leading the charge for Full Sense with 17, at least starting to climb back into things. This time around, Full Sense.
वो का पूरा इकोनॉमी की अम्मा पेन हो गई बे.
It's a bit of an eco for them.
Stinger, Spectre, Jet भाई वो लोग 11-10 होने चाहिए थे बे. It's not fights, क्या moments.
Leviathan was in a glass cannon situation.
Yep.
सच्ची, hello?
Steady flow of income. Well, he is. Okay, he gets picked apart. That's exactly the kind of shot that you need to be seeing from Premi if Full Sense are going to win this map. Meanwhile, hesitation is Forsaken. Just going to go diving forward. And he will be able to find the kill.
Oh my god, reflex!
10 times out of 10, at least on this patch. Now it is down to Leviathan, hearing these footsteps at Arcade. The Bucky ready to go, has the cage as well. Got the classic, still going to be good enough. Something will fall. Mike now on the floor, quickly going to be recovered, but the neural depth investment will tell all exactly where Paper X are posturing. Move out to the corner. The Bucky, he somehow whips it completely. Doesn't find anything now. The showstopper out, lobs it in. Still no, it's Forsaken with a headshot. Taking down Jit Boys, taking down Kalua. And Jake takes down Cruz.
Yeah!
Paper X are looking for perfection through this lower bracket in this grand final. They won the 3-0.
It's just unreal. I mean, you find an early advantage here as Full Sense. Okay. Whew. What a timing here, but Leviathan plays this nice until this moment. Panics a little bit with the boombot in his face. And then somehow, some way, Paper X able to overcome a man disadvantage. Just in the heat of the moment. Ooh, okay.
That's the exact kind of shot that you need, but can they expound on it? So far, no. Something finds the kill in reply. Cruz arriving, obviously the Guardian in hand, but he has last cannon. He has to backpedal away, go for the reload. Meanwhile, Forsaken shifting over to the arcade side. Twigs out wide, somehow manages to get back behind the box, and then escapes. The slide into the smoke, and Jit Boys is dead, outdone! Jing with Primmy. Cruz fighting back for one kill to keep them in this. The Haunt avoided 15 HP. Jing pre-fires the angle. Forces to rotate out, but now it is all on Kalua. A 1v3, and Forsaken wants the kill, and he shall have it! 13 to 10, the run to the lower bracket completed. Paper X will be the #1 seed going to Masters London. He will lift their 4th Pacific Trophy in history. They will deny Full Sense the taste of glory.
And how good this must feel for Paper X in front of an SCA crowd to lift a Pacific trophy. They're the princes of Pacific, the kings of the lower bracket, and they've done it once again. That's taxes in winning a VCT Pacific trophy.
And while this is common ground for Paper X overall, throughout the history of the region, this is uncharted territory for Envy, who joined this squad this year. From a second place finish at his first ever global event Master Santiago, to now being ready to lift the trophy alongside his teammates. What a run it has been for him. What a performance in this final map across this series. As they get through it without dropping a damn map. Solid they play it close, but it's not close enough to take the maps away, to deny Paper X. They'll go for the local, they'll lift the trophy. They are your Stage 1 VCT Pacific champions.
Must feel good. It must feel good. I mean, what a story for these guys. You know, you go back to when they picked up Envy, they said they wanted to lift trophies for him. This is step 1. Certainly bigger things in their eyes. And this team is once again starting to find their form, starting to find their groove. A lot of little things they're starting to do better and better. Look at their macro, you look at some of the misdirection, the individual play we know is there. That is never in doubt. You've got to be impressed with the way that they're making adjustments, with their way that they're finding new identities time and time again. Metas don't matter, agent compositions don't matter. This team is a threat, period.
Absolutely, and you can only expect it with some of the changes on the horizon ahead of that Masters. They're able to make the pivots. It goes the way that it's been looking for them. This is holding this team that is already terrifying on a global stage. Congratulations to Paper X once again, netting another trophy, their 4th all-time. Let's go ahead and hear from them in our winning interview.
Vâng ạ, các bạn khán giả thân mến, ở Thiên Sky ơi, theo tôi nhá, Paper X! Paper X! Paper X! Paper X! Paper X!
MVP तो प्रीमी भाई है, बोला था पूरा टीम अच्छा है, लेकिन ऐसा फुल फोकस प्रीमी पे नहीं था.
Champions with their
amazing
Leviathan अच्छा खेला, Killua भी अच्छा
Time to
खेला.
talk to our winners now. Forsaken, 4th Pacific Trophy for PaperX already. What makes this one special?
5 साल में 4 ट्रॉफी ना
Đây là chiếc cúp Pacific thứ 4 của anh rồi.
5 साल में
Và
4
điều
ट्रॉफी
gì
क्या?
khiến nó trở nên đặc biệt hả Forsaken?
I think what makes it special, I believe that we take trophy in Vietnam, and I think the crowd are really amazing. So I'm really happy that we can bring the trophy in Vietnam here. And yeah, I'm really happy that we can win
हर
against
कंट्री का ट्रॉफी उठा रहे
Chiếc cúp
भाई.
thứ 4 của Forsaken và
हर
điều khiến
कंट्री
nó
का
trở nên đặc
ट्रॉफी उठा
biệt
रहे.
đó chính là
क्या
anh ấy đã
मटा
giành nó
शर्म
tại
करो
Việt Nam.
दल्लो. ट्रॉफी जीते हैं वो लोग. क्या मटा?
All right, moving on to
Shoot.
Davai. Your decisions, your mind games were crucial to leading the team to
परी
victory
भेज दिया
today.
मेरे को.
You guys are now going to Masters London as Pacific's first seed. What is next for
एक और दे.
PRX in London?
Yeah.
Đà Vai thật sự là những cái tính toán
क्या
và
head
những
दिया
cái
उसको?
đấu sách của Đà Vai ngày hôm nay đã đưa đội đến với cả chiến thắng.
Alex को
Giờ
क्या
đây
head
thì
दिया?
PRX
अच्छा
đang
उसको
là
head
số
दिया.
1
अच्छा
của
उसको.
Pacific tới với cả Master
Fleshy
London.
का head है,
Với Đà Vai,
Fleshy का
tiếp
head.
theo là gì?
I think going to Masters London, probably we have to fix our pistol run and maybe post plan, I guess. And I think we'll be so much better if we could do that. But it's PaperX, you never know.
Vâng ạ, khi mà đã là PaperX thì chúng ta không thể biết trước điều gì cả, nhưng vẫn sẽ có những thứ mà bên phía của
Basically
Đà
खुद
Vai
पे
cũng như
भरोसा
tập
नहीं
thể
है लगा.
PaperX cần sẽ phải sửa chữa và khi đó họ sẽ là một
क्या
PaperX
माफ कर
mạnh
दे
nhất
थोड़ी
trong
देर के लिए.
trận đấu.
You
Language.
just won the trophy and yet already you're thinking ahead. And now, Jing, I'm gonna talk to you, looking so cute with the conical head.
मैं फोटो आने वाला क्या?
Incredible
Don't get too
consistency
comfortable
and
with it.
resilience that we witnessed from you and the whole team, right? So the question is, what does this trophy say about the level of confidence and the caliber for PaperX?
Trinh ạ, một cái sự chắc chắn.
यार अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है वैसे देखा जाए तो एकदम एलेक्स में
từ
बिना
bản thân Trinh nữa.
tilt
Vậy
नहीं
thì
हुआ
cái
यार.
chiếc
हाथ
cúp
में
này, cái
जाता
chiến
तो
thắng này
थोड़ा
nó
सा.
thể hiện như thế nào về cái sự tự tin của tập thể PaperX hả Trinh?
I think this shows that like what we worked on, we really like how do I say? Because like we have been working on our like mental strength and stuff for like the past year. So now that we came back from the lower bracket and won the whole thing and survived 2 BO5s and won like kind of clean 3-0 both games, I think our hard work is showing off and I'm really happy for that.
Việc phải rơi xuống nhánh dưới rồi phải thi đấu với một lịch trình rất là dày đặc nữa cũng đã khiến chúng tôi thực sự cũng
Lean
một chút
तो
cảm thấy mệt mỏi.
3-0
Nhưng
नहीं था
đây
हम
là
लोग
một
के
chiến
सामने
thắng
अब भी
mà
बोल रहा
đã thể hiện được rằng chúng tôi đang có một sự tự tin rất là lớn và sẵn sàng tới với cả Master London.
भाई इनवी का पहला ट्रॉफी पे.
And now over to you, something. It's so nice to see you playing a lot
Hey,
of Jet
Bhagwan.
and Brimstone as well. But with that, with this grand finals matchup, there's been a lot of discussion around you versus Primi and kind of the pressure that comes with it. How were you able to mute it all out, put that all behind, and dominate in the server today?
Vâng, Something ạ, việc mà Something chơi chẹt vẫn là một cái điều gì đó mà khán giả thực sự rất là đón chờ và đã có rất là nhiều những cái thắc mắc, những sự thảo luận về việc Something và Primi và những cái áp lực đằng sau lưng đó. Vậy thì điều gì đã giúp cho Something có thể vượt qua được những áp lực và hủy diệt toàn bộ series ngày hôm nay ở Something?
I think I don't really care who I'm gonna play versus because at the end of the day, Primi is also a human. He can make mistake. So yeah, nothing much.
Same mindset for London?
I mean, let's see. It's been a
इनवी
while
पीछे
when
आया
we
बोल
got the
रहा है.
first seat
इसकी
in the
तो
Masters.
इसकी तो
So let's see. But I think it's gonna be the same mindset, game by game, round by round. That's it.
Không có bất cứ một áp lực gì quá là nhiều ạ, bởi vì tôi không thực sự quan tâm rằng tôi đang đối đầu với ai, bởi vì Primi anh ấy cũng là con người, anh ấy hoàn toàn có thể mắc những sai lầm. Chúng tôi sẽ muốn giữ cái mindset này đi tới với cả Master London.
Right, buddy.
And Envy, over to you. You look amazing with the hat, by the way. Did I just see you holding your first Pacific trophy?
Vâng ạ, Envy hãy cầm chiếc cúp Pacific đầu tiên của mình đi ạ.
अरे तू इतना नहीं है.
Các bạn khán giả ơi, dành những tràng pháo tay cho Envy đi ạ.
अरे माइक तो वापस ले ले.
How is it?
It feels amazing to finally win. So, yeah, it's like a first of many. I think it's a very good confidence boost for me. I'm really happy about it. So, yeah.
Đây chỉ là chiếc cúp đầu tiên trong số rất là nhiều những chiếc cúp mà chúng tôi sắp sửa chuẩn bị có được mà thôi. Và chiếc cúp này nó đã thúc đẩy sự tự tin của tôi lên cực kỳ là nhiều.
And also, you know, people always talk about
what a huge task it is to play the
initiator role, right?
Yeah.
Refresh.
Before, I think it's like the past few months, my teammates have been helping me a lot, despite me struggling in some moments, and I really appreciate them and the coaching staff as well. Like they've helped me a lot gain back my confidence from those rough moments. So I think it's special because I get to help out all of the boys shine also. So yeah, I'm really happy about it.
Tôi cũng đã biết trước được rằng là cái vị trí initiator trong tập thể của PRX vốn là một nhiệm vụ rất là khó khăn. Huấn luyện viên Alex nói với tôi điều đó, nhưng những cái điều gì mà đã thúc đẩy được sự tự tin của tôi đó chính là từ những người đồng đội của tôi, tới từ huấn luyện viên Alex, người đã giúp tôi đi qua được những cái giai đoạn khó khăn nhất. Và cái điều mà khiến cho tôi cảm thấy tự hào và hài lòng nhất đó chính là tôi đã có thể giúp được PRX giành được chiếc cúp ngày hôm nay.
Wendler, join us for the interview. You played the skirmish for the boys, also helped out with preparation in the booth, supporting Alex, calming him down a little bit. You do so much for the team. Just talk to us about what it means to you.
It means a lot, especially as a guy that learned from a lot of heavy structure, and I had to come into an environment where a little less structure, a little more chaos, where you don't really know what's going to happen at any time. But I'm just appreciative that the guys trust the ideas I bring, and I'm glad we were able to bring this grand final to a close today.
Làm việc với cả huấn luyện viên Alex thì nó vốn có những cái sự hỗn loạn, nó vốn có khá là nhiều những sự điên rồ, nhưng Wendler, trợ lý huấn luyện viên Alex luôn tin tưởng vào những người có những ý tưởng rõ ràng và những cái hoạch định rõ ràng ở trong cái bộ khung chiến thuật của mình. Và thật sự rằng là cũng rất là tuyệt vời, thật sự rất là hài lòng có được cho mình cái chiếc cúp mang về cho PRX sau ngày thi đấu hôm nay.
Alex cute है यार, अच्छा लगता है Alex को देख के यार.
Yeah, totally chaos, right?
बड़े भाई वाला feeling नहीं आता तुम लोगों को?
Over to you, because you guys had 2 maps spanned away from you, still finished 3-0, very strong game. Probably one of the best quality Valorant that we've ever witnessed in years and years of VCT history. And your timeouts, they never fail. And we witnessed that during the entirety of the roadshow here in Vietnam. Just how proud
PRX
are you
AWC qualified? Yes, sir.
of how the team has evolved
बाकी लोग तो वो
and
खेलना
of what you
पड़ेगा.
guys were able to showcase
Playoffs.
today.
Yeah, I'm ultra proud of the boys. I think getting first seed and after that being dumped down into the lower bracket obviously gave us a lot of stress. And the fact that we are able to come back and win stage 1, I think it's a job well done, and I'm very, 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 very proud of it.
Tôi không có gì muốn nói hơn ngoại trừ việc tôi đang cảm thấy thực sự rất tự hào với cả những học trò của mình. Chúng tôi đã phải bơi xuống dưới nhánh thua, có một hành trình cực kỳ dài đi lên, và bây giờ chúng tôi đã có được chiếc vô địch rồi. Vâng ạ, một lần nữa chào có tay thật lớn dành cho PRX.
Well, congratulations once again, guys, for winning your 4th trophy, and congratulations to you, Bok, too. I'm gonna let you guys celebrate, and
let's go, boys!
Stage 2 draw show coming after this break.
Vâng ạ, thưa các bạn thân mến, đừng đi đâu cả nha, bởi vì sau phần ăn mừng
It may Alex not table क्या? कोई लिखा क्या है ऐसा?
draw show cho giai đoạn VCT Pacific Stage 2. Và đó là những diễn biến ngay sau đây mà thôi. Còn bây giờ hãy tiếp tục hô vang lên các bạn ơi. PRX! 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 PRX!
Now what? Yummy! The stage 2 draw will begin shortly. Stage 2 draw देखे? निकलो, members only आओ. Members only आओ. यप नहीं, जब बाद में VLR में देख ही सकते हैं, हाँ? Stage 2 draw देखे. सो जाओ.
I find you a star, and we could be in love, lighting up the dark. But there's nothing I can do. I can never get to you. So I'm looking for a miracle. Like if somebody be so beautiful, yeah. It's only a dream. It's how I feel. You deserve better than me. If I was smart, I'd find you a star, and we could be in love, lighting up the dark. But there's nothing I can do, I can never get to you. So I'm looking for a miracle, like if somebody be so beautiful, yeah. It's only a dream, it's how I feel, that you deserve better than me. Nothing I can do, I can never get to you. So I'm looking for a miracle, like if somebody be so beautiful, yeah. It's only a dream, it's how I feel, that you deserve better than me. If I was smart, I'd find you a star, and we could be in love, lighting up the dark. But there's nothing I can do,